Jojo. Is that your name, Jojo? Cool name. Brain Eclipse, what's up, man? Fear Jason, the Darsh one. Welcome, guys. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. Whipped out an old game from 17 years ago. 17 years ago. When I went to college. Chat. Senior in high school, basically, painting these. Got a bunch of beers. Bring one for me?
Yeah, you need one?
Yep. Patrick is here, you know. He brought the beers. You like the haircut? Hey, thank you for noticing. Went to go get this done.
What up, chat? Yeah, it looks nice. Clean cut. Clean cut, Joe.
It was long overdue.
The profiles, all the profiles. Side profile, back profile, clean lines, clean lines.
You know, in TV shows when they're like, Patrick McRae.
Yeah.
Joe.
The look around.
The look around. Why do they used to do that?
Like, how do you even think that's natural? Like, what is?
Big Red, thank you. This board game is our last best chance for peace. Dr. Evil, automatically you're my best friend. Anybody who knows what Babylon 5 is and quotes anything from it is an automatic inner circle friendship.
Before we started the stream, Joe gave me the rundown.
I
had to-
literally
yeah.
explained the entire Babylon 5 plot to him. I couldn't shut up. I don't know why I was doing it.
No, it was interesting. It was informative.
Yeah. In fact, we might even show a video here.
Do like a recap.
Yeah, recap of the story.
Nice.
But let me set up a game here according to the rules. And I want to do like a narrative game. So, Dr. Evil, well, you may be able to quote it. Have you ever actually seen the show? Have you ever actually seen some of the movies? All right. 24 inches. So, damn, this game, second edition rulebook, has one of the worst rulebooks of all time because it's all in black and white, and then the pages are so cheaply bound that it bunches up.
Oh, wow.
And
Look
some
at
of the pages are already Some of the pages are already
coming
falling
out.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Because this rule book is beautifully done and in full color.
What edition is that?
So this was the edition. This is the fleet list. So the rules are shitty, and then the fleet list is amazing
pristine.
and in color. Yeah. Yeah, I did the entire rewatch. I did an entire rewatch of the entire series last year, except for season 5, the final season. The end of season 4 is where it should have stopped. Is the end of season 4 where it was the Vorlons and the Shadows? Because I think season 5, I liked it too. Now, one of my favorite movies of all time is Babylon 5 in the beginning. It was a made-for-TV movie. So, have you ever seen Babylon 5 in the beginning? Because that is what I'm going to try to recreate in this game. Attacker's deployment zone 6 inches definite.
What up, Wonton?
The end of the Shadow War and the end of Earth War was season 4. Okay. Got it. I need to rewatch it myself then. Yeah, see, look, Patrick, Running Hammer. I like the show. Not a huge fan of Crusade, though. See? Remember how I told you they tried to redo it with this thing called Crusade.
Oh, yeah. That was
or they tried to keep it going with a thing called Crusade, but it just did not take.
That was their, like, next generation.
Yeah, people just didn't like it. Fall over constantly.
So what is this thing? Is this like a space station right here? This asteroid with a satellite?
Yeah, we can say that's a pirate base. But we're not going to use it. I mean, we're not going to use it in that particular way as a pirate base. So what I'm doing here is I'm recreating the moment from in the beginning. No alerts on this scene. Let me get alerts going. All right, should be good. So I want to thank Gray, Stripe, Geek, Anomaly. Missed you guys. Things are still peachy here in Vegas. Excellent.
Thanks, Joe. D&D. I think that's next year, right? Planning to do like a D&D campaign next year.
We'll do a D&D. We have an offer from a guy who will run it for us, but I just haven't had time to, do anything like that. So unfortunately, no D&D.
Yeah, that's like
yet.
That has to get everybody on the same schedule and
with
a lot of different cogs to align.
For sure, yeah, that requires a little bit of work.
Yeah, a little scheduling.
Okay. So.
Hey, I get the gun ports open reference.
Are the gun ports open? Look at this shit. Patrick is now a fucking Babylonian. Babylon 5 Jingo. Patrick, who's never seen the show, actually understands what you're talking about. Because there it is, Dr. Evil. There it is. So you have seen In the Beginning.
Yeah.
In the Beginning is basically.
What started it all.
So we're going to do a scenario in the beginning. So this is the Prometheus. For those of you who don't know, this is the Prometheus with the loose cannon captain. And here is the Mimbari Charlin war cruiser with their leader on board along with the Len. Now, just to make it an actual game, because this thing has no chance against that. And so what we're going to do is to simulate the beginning of that movie, I'm going to get a full volley into you, and then you'll get a full volley into me, which should blow me away.
Yeah.
And then what will happen is then we will have a jump gate open, and Earth reinforcements will come in, because in this game, it's basically goes by order of battle. So we'll have 2 Hyperion cruisers and 1 Omega class jump in, because these 3 equal one of these in the miniatures game, because there's no point values in this game. This game is this is a war. This is war level. This is a battle level, and these are raid levels. 2 raid equals a battle. 2 battle equal a war. So you've got war, battle, battle. So 2 battles equal a war. And then we'll actually have, just for fun, we'll have some reinforcements jump in on the Mimbari side. These. And just a small ass ship like this is a raid, or it is a raid, I think. So then I have to actually get 2 skirmishes to show up to equal that. So 2 of these ships equal that ship.
2 raids.
Just because the Mimbari ships are so fucking powerful.
Advanced.
Yeah. So that's basically how the battle will go. We'll have this opening salvo, then these guys will jump in right away, and then, you know, I imagine, I don't know, even though your Mimbari ship is extremely powerful, I think you might have a problem with like these 4, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then eventually we'll have your ship jump in, let's say turn 4, and then I'll jump in turn 5. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's gonna be the narrative that we set up here. So let me go ahead and get it going, because I haven't played this game in 17 years, so I don't know how the rules go.
Yeah, I was about to ask like the combat system, but I know you're gonna get to it.
Now the let me go to the fleet list here. This is 2nd edition, so we'll just toss it. So I will have to be thumbing back and forth between different page numbers as we do this. But that's fine. The Interstellar Alliance. The Mimbari Federation. So Charlin class. That's a Charlin class. It has 4 Nile flights, and it has 1 flyer flight. So that's all the ships, basically. These are the fighters that can launch from
The actual
this ship. Yeah.
It's like a Protoss battle cruiser. It has the little.
Yeah. Technically, the technically the Hyperions have 1 flight of Star Furies, which
What up,
again
Jimmy?
would get their asses kicked by that. But we're gonna say that this ship isn't equipped because it's pre-Earth War and does not have a flight of Star Furies. Though I wonder where they stored the Star Furies on these ships. I guess maybe they popped them out of the bottom or something.
Is the back like just the engine, like that little?
Yeah, that back is pretty much just the engine.
Thrusters.
But all right, so keep these fighter flights next to you off there, because you don't have them launched yet.
Okay.
We won't we'll see what we can do with terrain and whether we need to, utilize the rules for it. But why don't you actually, since you really only have to deal with 2 ships, let me get your phone, and I'm gonna have you take a picture. I'll do a picture of each one of these. That way you don't have to constantly be flipping around to know what to do. What's that flight? I just love the music of Babylon 5, and that's what you're hearing right now, chat. Hopefully you can hear it.
It's pretty epic. Oh, they had the RPG of Hogwarts gameplay showcase. Interesting. I'll have to look at that.
Did they show more of the character creator, Amayo? Does it look like we can shape our face, or is it preset faces?
I'm still bummed they don't have Quidditch. Man.
Yeah, Jingo, I love that too. Yes, Amayo, is that to me? Tons and tons of it. Can you shape your face, or do you pick between presets? Oh, let me get your thing one more time. I gotta give you your fighters.
Preset faces.
Oh, that's lame. What if we don't find a face in there that we like?
Cop out.
I don't have your camera.
Shit, hold on.
You should do a hot button where you can press your unlock button twice.
I feel like that always I'll always take a bunch of pocket pictures of that shit.
I'm never taking a pocket picture because look here, on my cell phone, all I have to do is hit it twice. Boom, opens the camera app. I think I did that. I don't know if that comes with the phone, but there's also apps that could do it for you.
We got the Herpy Man. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate ya.
So technically, that's not a Mimbari ship. This is not
This
even a Mimbari ship. Yeah, it's an off-brand ship, but it looks far larger and more impressive. This is the actual Mimbari model, if you want to get super accurate with the things. But they're not in scale, you know? And when this ship is so fucking powerful, it looks so much more intimidating at that scale. So... I'll just do 24 inches. We'll just jump 24 inches. Okay. I initiated a return on eBay for it, but I did some forum searching and I realized all the books were produced this poorly, so it really wouldn't have mattered if I go and get a different book.
So it was recently bought? Like
yeah.
You recently got it?
This one was recent, yeah.
Just did a poor binding job on all of them.
All right, so the turn. During each turn of a call to arms, players will make many tactical decisions. Ships will move, then launch devastating attacks upon one another. There's 4 phases: initiative, movement, attack, end. So initiative. Who will have the initiative for the turn? And otherwise, who have gained a position of tactical advantage? So I'll go ahead and use red dice. If you will use blue dice. I don't really know how many we need, so just grab a handful. Apparently, initiative rolls are at the start of each turn. Both players roll for initiative using 2d6. To this result, each player will modify depending on the race or fleet he is using. Every race or fleet has its own modifier, you know, because some fleets are faster, some fleets are slower, some people are more advanced, other people are less advanced. So Let's see what the Earth Alliance fleet is. So the Earth Alliance initiative is +1, while the Mimbari Federation initiative is +4.
Oh, wow.
So let's go ahead and then we'll just roll
2d6.
2d6. So
6 and a 1.
and I got a 4 and a 1. So you win. So you have the first turn.
It's OJ's weekend.
Yeah, OJ is on. Guys, check the description, please.
You got me. You got Pat. You got
know what?
Patrick.
I'm just gonna delete that. I'm gonna say, what is it? Shift copy? No, that didn't work. I don't think this is gonna help one bit. But I'm putting OJ and Alex on vacation first in the title, and then Babylon 5.
Oh, so
Because that was. But people don't really read anything. They just come in and ask the question.
what you see is what you get.
All right. The player who won initiative phase by rolling higher than his opponent will now decide whether to move a ship first or force his opponent to do so. Players then alternate the moving of their ships. First, a player dominates one of his ships and moves it. Then the player opponent nominates one of his and moves it. This continues until all ships have been moved. Note that a particularly large fleet may still have some ships to move after its enemy has finished moving. In that case, the larger fleet will continue carrying on moving until it has all of the moves. Once ships have been moved into position, they're allowed to fire their weapons. Players alternate the firing of their ships. The player who won initiative nominates one of his ships and then attacks with it, resolving all damage dealt. His opponent then nominates one of his ships and attacks. And that continues back and forth. Okay. So the purpose of winning initiative is you choose whether to go first or second in the movement phase, and then you get to go first in the attack phase. Then the end phase is used to tidy up the battlefield and make sure all players know what is happening. This is the time to use damage control and other bookkeeping are performed during that time. All right. But before we move on here, let's. Oh my God.
Dolph Formingo. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Gonna get some Babylon 5.
Babylon 5.
Action.
Advanced rules. In larger fleet engagements, admirals will often place several ships together in squadrons. Okay, no, let's not do the squadrons. So, fighters move. So since we're going to use fighters are represented as flights. Deployment. Unless otherwise stated, all ships carrying fighters are flights. Flights of fighters may deploy one flight before the game begins. All right. A fleet with fighters moves all of its ships in initiative order as normal. Once all the ships of all the fleets involved in the battle have been moved, the player who won the initiative must choose whether to move his fighters first or force his opponents to do so. Once this decision has been made, then all of the flights of the fighters in a fleet are moved at the same time. Then the opposing fleet does all the same with their fighters. Attack phase. Though the bigger guns mounted on warships are designed to hit other large vessels and not small fighters, there's always a chance that a flight can be hit and destroyed by the huge discharge of energy. A flight may be attacked in the same way as a ship. After a successful hit that equals or exceeds a flight's whole score will automatically destroy it. But the flight may use dodge as normal. Okay, fighter attacks. Fighters make their attacks in the attack phase before any other ships may fire. Dogfighting. Though most fleets rely on anti-fighter weaponry, you can end a dogfight. When you end a base-to-base contact, you're considered to be dogfighting. Follow these rules. A dogfight starts automatically once 2 or more flights are in contact with one another, and no flight involved may move until the enemy has been destroyed. Every flight has a dogfight score. Resolve dogfights. You resolve all dogfights your flights are involved when you nominate your fighters to attack in the attack phase. All right, I know how to play. Let's do it. The tough part is going to be whether things are different than they were in 2nd edition. So, because it would be nice. Oh, no, you have your phone, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me just double check to see if they're different, if these things are different. So, in your phone, pull up your big-ass warship, your Charlin. And can you tell me some of the stats?
Yeah, so speed is 8.
8.
Damage is 60-20.
What? This is 60-8 over here.
Shit.
So this was edition 1, advanced rules. Let me double check. Okay, no. So yeah, go ahead.
Turn is 1 and
45 degree.
Yeah, 45 degree.
Yeah.
Crew is 66-22.
It's 9 over here. So yeah, I think what was happening is that crew and cripples were happening too little, and so they made it higher so that you can cripple ships sooner.
Okay.
Okay.
The hull is 5.
Yeah.
Troops is 5.
Yeah. Craft.
Craft 1. Flyer flight.
Yeah.
4 Nile
Yeah.
flights. Special rules: advanced anti-fighter 5. Advanced jump engine, flight, computer,
Stealth 5+.
stealth 5+, and lumbering.
You have way more advanced rules than was originally. Okay, what about your weapons? You have 2 neutron lasers, one in the front arc and one in the aft arc, right?
Yeah.
And the range on those is 30.
30 for each, yeah.
And then the front arc is 6 AD and 4 AD on the rear arc.
It says the front is 8 AD.
Holy shit.
And the arc is 6 AD.
The the aft. And the special is beam, double damage, precise, and super armor piercing.
No, it's 4 fusion cannon. Or no, special, yeah. Beam, double damage, precision.
Precision. Okay, this says beam, double damage, precise, and super AP. So
Or
they
precise,
looks
yeah.
like they took off super AP. And then you have 4 fusion cannons, right?
Yes.
And they're all range 18.
8. Or no, 18, yeah. AD is 8.
Yeah, and then arc, you've got front, aft, port, starboard. Oh, shit, I'm bleeding.
Oh, God.
I just picked at one of my, what is it? Scabs, started bleeding.
And then mini beam is
Let me say thank you to Batman and Crook. Where do you store all these games? In the closet. Luckily, I have a massive closet.
Hey, Trish. Yeah, I got off, or right when I get off work, I went to sleep immediately and took a nap. And so I showed up a little bit late today, but they say better late than never. So here I am. Yes, especially when you wake up at 3 a.m. So feeling refreshed and got some pizza, got some beers, and we got, looks like a good game going. Well, I haven't played it, but it's always good hanging out with y'all. Thanks for hanging out. What time is it over there, Trish? I'm sure it's really late. Ooh, yeah. You are quite ahead of us. Well, thanks for hanging out with us so late. I'm glad you were able to join us, man.
Babylon is the best, Trish. I highly recommend watching the film Babylon 5 in the beginning. It will get you hooked. I don't know if it's available anywhere. Maybe it's all on YouTube.
Same, bro. My sleep cycle is
Fucked?
yeah.
For sure.
But I got a good nap in, so.
Alright, well, then I won't use that because they are completely different. So, alright. So, because we are doing a narrative game, I said I was going to get a volley into you with all my weapons first.
Yeah, my weapon ports are open.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Now, I wonder how we're going to track all this damage. We can do, D20s.
Trish, you sailing the 7 seas over there. Do you have an extra USB-C somewhere? I'm plugging my phone. I can go downstairs and get one. I have one in my backpack.
Hang on. So, yeah, you got one downstairs?
Yeah, I got one.
God damn it, I bought a bunch of D20s for this very purpose, and now I cannot find them.
Was I saying it wrong, Trish? Trish? Trish?
Trish.
Trish.
By the way, it's Tris, not Trish. Trish is like a girl's name.
Yeah,
Tris.
Trish. That's my bad, dog.
I found some damage counters, so we could use these in the meantime. All right. Well, Hyperion-class cruiser, the last of the old traditional warships from the Earth Force First conflicts. The Hyperion picked up where the Nova and several other models left off. Almost as much of a piece of a history as a warship, the classic Hyperion has become the fleet support ship of choice for Omegas and Warlocks across Earth Alliance territory. So, got heavy laser cannons are the best I can do. And I got 4 AD in the front arc. And then I've got medium pulse cannons in the front arc, 4 AD. Hey, and I got a fucking plasma cannon in the front, but it's so rarely used because it's only 8-inch range.
Do these little things work?
They're usually dead by then.
The little
you know what? I feel like they should, but I have to plug in the table first.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Do you? Where's the? Let me see if the table is plugged in. Hold on.
Dixie 13, nice to finally catch you online. Always miss the streams. Big love from the UK. Long live the army.
All right, try it.
Thanks for subscribing, man. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hold on.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it works now.
Yeah,
I never knew it lit up. Holy shit. I mean, I should be able to last. I have like 30%. I should be good. If you don't want the lights on.
So it doesn't work without the light.
No, you don't have to have it on though.
If I turn it off,
Yeah, it's fine though. It's all good. I'll go in power saving mode and we'll be all right.
So, basically, beam, double damage. I just need to know what beam and double damage is, and then we can begin. So I'm going to go to beam and double damage. Oh my god, this rulebook is literally falling apart. Oh, you know what? I have it right here. Beam ignores interceptors, hits on 4+. If hit, re-roll until no hits is scored. May only split fire targets if targets are within 4 inches. So that's a beam. Double damage. Damage and crew ×2, including critical damage, always cause 1 damage even if it is a bulkhead hit. Damage and crew ×2, including critical. Always cause 1 damage, even if it's a bulkhead hit. Okay. And then armor piercing +1 to AD, and twin linked. Missed AD may be re-rolled. All right. Okay, so let's see if I can do this thematically. I'm going to queue up the video. No, we can read what you're saying, Scruffy Bear, but we're not here streaming just to respond to you. We're like in the middle of setting up a game, learning a 17-year-old game, and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So you got to learn how Twitch works a little bit. That's okay. There's a little bit of a learning curve. All righty. Let's see if I can find this scene. That's fucking amazing. Where he describes this is worth watching, and then, but I want to see if there's The initial attack.
I think I looked at the year. It was like 93, I think.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
So, can you do the math on that? Like, how many years ago is that?
That's 20 or 19.
No, dude. It's 1993. Let's just say it's about to be 2023.
Yeah,
So that's
that's 20 years,
20.
right? Or no, that's 30. Is that 30?
30 years?
Yeah, that's 30 years.
Holy fuck. This is 30 years ago? God damn.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
hardcore.
Yeah, 29 years, man. I know, first episode was January 26, 1994. Last episode was November 25th, 1998. Is that Thanksgiving?
Fuck.
Queuing up.
I'm just trying to find. How do you fucking. How do you spell Prometheus? It's
P-R-O-M-E,
I got it.
yeah.
E-U-S. But still not what I'm looking for. It's like they don't have the opening salvo of the war on YouTube anywhere. The Battle of Proxima. What's Black Star? That sounds familiar. Black Star. Lexington versus Black Star. Oh no, that's the first victory ever. There's well, how do you fight, an opponent that we can't beat? And they finally beat it with Gathering.
In the opening salvo as the Mimbari flagship. Dense formations to come into Mimbari. Earth's plan was to unleash bioweapons on the Mimbari in the space of. This scene showed that Earth force during battles Mimbari first. However, it was assumed that after destroying Earth, they would methodic. Under Captain Rogers, the humans made the more to be false.
Give me a second, Jen. I can't see while I look this up. Avalon 5 Prometheus. I'm just curious. The name, the Earth Mimbari War. Here we are. The human fleet commander misinterpreted the Mimbari warrior caste tradition of approaching a ship with his guns ports open as a hostile action, and open fire. There it is. Captain Michael Jankowski. And they encountered it carrying the Gray Council. Ducat. Trying to. Guess we won't know what the name of the Mimbari ship is. I was trying to get super detailed. But now that I have the name of that, let me see if I can't on YouTube find the exact scene. It's a great film. I'd highly recommend watching it. No. Okay. Well, then just this little bit. I want to show y'all chat this little bit since y'all been waiting in silence. You have no idea what's going on. Was it the Grace? 1 or 2 minutes. See, we got some fucking badass. Like, all of you who know anything about Babylon 5, I said this earlier, I don't know if you were here for it. You're in my inner circle now. So, Ustra Mage, are you serious? Is it the Gray Shar? Was the name of the ship?
Everybody's getting brownie points right now.
Like, this is fucking amazing, y'all. Like, I can't believe this show, Patrick. It's 17. It's 20.
29.
No, 30 years old.
Yeah.
And people fucking remember 30 years later what the opening salvo in the war was, and what the name of the ship was, and what the fuck. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what I ate yesterday. I don't even remember
right.
that.
Is it the Gray Shar? Because are you confusing the Gray Council? Because the Gray Council was aboard the ship, and it's the Gray Shar and the verse of Prometheus. Well, that's what I remember. All right, well, I'm going to show y'all. For those of you who don't know, like Patrick, I'm going to show you a little clip from the film in the beginning, Babylon 5, that kicks off the war, and so that's a little clip of the war. So, once the humans started this war, they really could not do anything. They were getting their asses kicked, and the best that we could do was delaying actions. Because the Mimbari's technology was so advanced that we were just, getting our ass kicked. So this here is the opening of the war. So this is the Gray Shar that has the Gray Council aboard, and Ducat is on the Gray Council. So this basically the Mimbari's leader is on this ship. The Prometheus with a loose cannon here, Michael Straczynski, which I wonder if it plays on the author of the Prometheus, misinterpreted the warrior cast's option of approaching his ship with open gun ports. That's a tradition of the warrior cast. And at the last minute, Ducat said, "What are you doing? We only do that to other Mimbari. You don't do that to, races you've never encountered before." But it was already too late. This captain had detected the open gun ports, and he just says, "Fire! Fire! Fire!" So we're doing that now. So firing heavy laser cannons, firing. That's 2 hits there. Oh, beams. So these are beams, and they hit on 4 pluses. If hit, a reroll until no hits or score. So you got 3 hits. So we're going to mark 3 hits. So those 3 beams continue cutting across the Mimbari ship. Those are misses. Here's another hit. So that goes to 4 hits from the beams. This beam continues to cut and stops right there. So 4 hits from the beams.
Hey, Exodus and what was that?
Let's see what
Ham
this
and
is.
cheese. Thanks for the sub.
Ham and cheese, thank you. And AGT Exodus and Digsy13. Nice to finally catch you on lines.
Yeah, I got that
Crook
one.
I am. You got that one already. Cool.
You were under the table. Trying to
Fixing
get power.
shit.
Yeah.
All right. So we know that I hit you 4 times. But
4
since
hits.
I have no idea how to play this game, we have to see what the fuck that means. So attack phase. Okay, so each weapon has attack dice. This is the number of dice rolled. When the attack dice are rolled, the resulting number on the dice is compared to the target's hull score. So you said your hull was 5. So really only 5s are going to hit, right?
Yeah.
But because this was a beam weapon, 4s hit. So we did that correctly. For every attack that equals or beats the hull score, a hit has been scored. A roll of 6 is always considered to be a success, while a roll of 1 is always a miss. For every successful hit, roll 1d6. So with 4 successful hits, you roll 1 dice for each successful hit, and then we determine whether it's a bulkhead hit, which there's no damage, a solid hit, -1 damage is -1 to crew, or a critical hit. A solid hit, but also roll on the systems table with a critical. Okay. So there's 2 types of health in this game. There's damage and crew damage.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
2 misses.
Okay, well, it
1
makes sense because, the fucking Mimbari are so powerful.
Yeah.
That's my heaviest weapon right there. And I had to roll a bunch of 1s and 2s. I did get a critical
6.
hit.
Yeah, you got a crit.
So let's see how you do a critical hit. Critical hit. If a critical hit has been scored during an attack, roll a d6 and determine what exactly has been hit. Okay. For that critical, 3. Reactor. Ooh. Once the location of the critical hit has been determined, roll on the appropriate table below. The special effects of the critical hit are cumulative, however, where several critical hit effects, blah, 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 blah. So it's reactor, and then... Oh, god damn it. Capacitor's damage. -0 damage, but -1 crew.
To crew.
Oh, fuck. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. That's what I wanted for this. So you got caught with your pants down because that is -0 damage, -1 crew, -2 speed, and all weapons all weapons lose 1 AD.
Forever?
So 1 attack dice. Yes, I think until you repair that critical damage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So go ahead and we'll record a critical hit. So now what we need to do is, for this fucking game, you do need, you're going to need, there's paper because
Yeah.
this is
have to,
a
like,
17-year-old
notes.
game. You have to basically take notes, which is fine. If you're trying to simulate these massive warships in space, I'll allow it. So let me grab a piece of paper where you can record your hits.
Sorry, chat. I'm trying to absorb, read all my stats.
I have like
Death clock.
17 pairs of scissors in this house, and they're always disappeared. But luckily, I've hidden one. Hidden one up here. Okay. So, I'm going to give you a pen. So, if you will mark that, or at the top put, what type of cruiser was it? Charlin?
Yes. The escort, Charlin.
Yeah, so write Charlin.
War cruiser.
War cruiser. And then this is just purely to record the number of hits. So I think just simply write a number, right? So I hit you with what? So I gave you a critical damage, which counts as a hit. So you only took 1 damage, and -1 damage and -2 crew.
Okay.
Remember, that was... Wait, why is it -2 crew?
The crit?
The crit gave you... The crit gave you -1 to your crew.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out where the second negative came from, or why I'm even saying a second negative. Let me see if I can kind of reverse things. Yeah, okay, so a solid hit is -1 damage, -1 crew. So that's what a critical hit is. A critical hit as solid hit, but also roll on the systems table. So that's where the second one came from. So I hit you with a critical, which was -1 damage, -1 crew. And then that critical went on to do 1 more -1 crew.
Okay.
And then -2 to your movement.
So
just record -2 to movement and -1 to all AD. And then when you repair that, you could just put a line through it, scratch through it.
-1 to all AD.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a little suspect on this on the mechanic here of -1 damage and -1 crew on a solid hit. So you see that? It says -1 damage, -1 crew.
Yeah.
So give me the book. So it's like, if you were simplifying things, I'd just get rid of crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're always taking 1 crew and 1 damage,
Yeah.
right? So then which number is lower on your ship, right? It's going to be the crew number.
Yeah.
So that's your real health, not the damage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I guess maybe there's other mechanics in this game that can blow up more of the damage side of it rather than the crew side of it. And then remember, that makes sense because this went from fucking 8 on crew to like 20, right?
Yeah.
So these things were probably dying way too easy when the game first came out in first edition. Chad, we're just talking a bunch of bullshit with each other because, you know, there's different versions of this game. So there's the version here that came out, right? And so this is version 1. Then this is the revised version. And guys, check this out. I'm going to open the revised version, and I'm going to go to the credits, and I'm going to point right here to a name. That's me.
Damn,
Joey Vargas.
Joey Vargas.
When I was younger, my name was Joey instead of Joe.
Joey.
So I'm actually got a credit because I helped play test the revised version. So there was version 1, then there was the revised version 1, edition 1, and then they went to edition 2. So here's the evolution basically. And so now we're using this one. So we've got that recorded. That was the heavy.
So do I need to record the negative crew as well?
Yeah. So I
So-
want you to be writing down -1, or so -1 to your damage, -2 to your crew.
Got it.
And you're going to be constantly updating that number. So I should have given you a pencil. Just deal with a pen for now.
Okay.
All right. So that was the heavy laser cannons in my front arc.
Oh,
What the hell, Azzy?
It's Azzy.
Azzy. What? She just wanted to make her presence
yeah.
known, and unfortunately, my camera wasn't on a good thing for her. So there's an arc called B. I wonder what arc B means. B. What do you think B stands for?
Bridge?
Bridge. That's a good guess, but no. So you have fore, aft, starboard, port, B. I can understand D for dorsal, but what the fuck is B? Bottom? That's a good guess. I'm going to look for it now. Eligible targets. Target. I have to look up what... Okay. B, bore sight.
Huh.
Bore sight is a straight line ahead. Oh, this is my favorite song. So that's just the laser is just affixed in a forward position only, straight. That's just a straight fucking line. So I have to fire my laser like this. So really pathetic damage on that laser cannon. So now medium pulse cannon, 4 AD. Here we go. And then this time, since it's not a beam, it won't hit on 4. It'll hit on a 5 because your armor's 5.
Okay.
One hit.
One crit.
No, not a crit. This is to determine hit.
Okay.
Now
it's
we roll to see what it affects. Bulkhead, solid hit, or crit. And in this case, it was a 2, which I think is a solid hit. -1 damage, -1 crew. So update. So now, what is your total? What are your totals?
-2 crew,
-2. No, -2 damage, -3 crew total.
Oh, because we had a 2 before.
2 before. Yeah, so what you're needing to be doing there is updating it based upon, so you're just adding to it, you know? Okay. So that was from the medium pulse cannon in my front arc. Oh, I've got a new arc. It's called P. What do you think P stands for? Let's get a good guess before we look. P. Oh, port. My bad. My bad.
Man.
I knew that one. P is port. Prow. Yeah, no, I tricked myself. So, you know, port, starboard, S is starboard, P is port, F is fore, and A is aft. What I was thinking of is T. That's the one that's 360. T is turret.
Oh, turret.
Turret. When I was younger, I used to call it a turret.
Turret.
I don't know why I threw the end in there. I used to, hey, man, what do your turrets do?
Turret.
No, it's turret.
Turret. Turret.
Okay, so I actually have one more weapon system called the plasma cannon. These things rarely get to fire. It's only because you're so close to me. I have a range of 8 and you're just within it. So this one is 4 dice, AP twin length. So it has armor piercing. AP is AP is +1 to the attack dice. All right. So +1 would make this a 3. This would make this a 2. This would make this a 6. That would make it a 7. So these 2 hit. Oh, and twin linked. Twin linked means re-roll the misses. So there's your misses. Plus 1 on this makes it a 5. I need to hit 5. So we've got 3 hits. Let's see where they go. That goes to the bulkhead, no damage. These 2 are solid hits. So -2 damage, -2 crew. So after the Prometheus opened up, fire, fire, fire. That's how it goes in the show. It's fire all banks. You know, fire everything. How much did I do?
You did -4 damage and -5 crew.
And what is your total damage and crew?
Total damage and crew is... Where is it? So total crew is 42/14.
No. That ain't the right ship.
Oh, you're right.
Damage,
Yeah,
60.
no. 60, 22.
60 and 22?
Yeah, and then crew is 66.
No, crew is... What are you talking about? The number it should be displayed as... The number should be just... Oh, damage and crew are completely separate. Okay. This is very interesting. Okay, some ships have more crew than they do have damage. So say that again.
So damage is 60-22, or 20, I'm sorry, 60-20.
So what I'm thinking there is the first number is the total number of damage, and then the second number is when the ship becomes crippled.
Okay.
So when you get down to 20 is when that ship is crippled.
Okay.
But right now you are at what? 6.
And then I guess 22 is when...
22 when the ship becomes crippled. Okay, yeah. So as you can tell, I barely fucking dented you.
Yeah.
And I literally fired every
Everything.
single weapon system in the most ideal situation.
Yeah, close
That's
up, yeah.
what a Hyperion cruiser can do. Now, granted, I did roll poorly with my heavy laser cannon, right?
Yeah.
So now the Mimbari respond.
there we go.
So what kind of weapons do you have? This is... I should be blown away on one turn here, maybe. This is the opening of the Earth Mimbari War.
We'll start with the neutron laser.
Okay.
It has a range of 30, arc F, and then AD is 8, but I only have 7 since I have -1 to all AD.
Right. So I got lucky on that reactor
Yeah,
hit.
That crit.
That crit hit your reactor. So there's a little bit. So I like, in my head, I love the theme of it because I'm thinking, yeah, it's small damage, but a nice little crit.
Yeah,
That's
there's like a little extra.
your fire crews are like, all right, we got to repair this quick. So they're sending men down like in Star Trek. All right, so 7 dice,
Yep.
and it's a beam, right? So you hit me on a 4+ no matter what.
Yeah, it's
even though
beam.
my hull is 5.
The special is beam, double damage, and precise.
Ooh, double damage. Okay. Well, and remember, the cool thing about beam is you keep rolling for every hit. It just goes it's like a cool cut. So let's see how many you hit.
Oof.
Lower the music. Got it. Oh, that's okay. Terrible.
Yeah, horrible.
Terrible roll. Not what you wanted.
Oh my god. That's
Okay,
horrible.
well,
So
you know what?
it's
I took you
2?
by surprise, right?
Yeah.
So maybe your fucking your gunners on the ship are kind of concussed because
They're all shook.
they're shook. So you got 2. So re-roll those 2. Take one of the dice and let's put it to the number 2 so that we can remember how many hits total you have while this beam cuts across us. So
Damn, 3 and 3.
so nothing, because remember you need 4s.
God damn.
Yeah, so only
Horrible roll.
only 2
Holy
hits
shit.
from the badass
God
weapon.
Damn, squandered that shit.
Yeah, go
God
ahead and
damn.
roll 2 of the dice, and we'll see what type of hit it is. No, that's good, because the only thing you're looking to avoid on that second roll is a 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are 2 solid hits, meaning -1 damage, -1 crew. Now remember, it's double damage. So it's actually -2 damage, -2 crew. And since you did 2 of them, it's -4 and -4. So I'm going to put -4D, -4C. Okay? So that was from one weapon system.
Yeah, and then there's another neutron laser.
Yeah.
Which arc is A. AD is 6. So I will roll 5.
Okay.
And this one has beam, double damage, and precise as well. All right, so roll 5.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
Hold on. So how are you hitting me with another neutron laser?
I have 2 of them.
No.
The arc?
You do have 2 of them, but you have to pay attention to where the arc is.
Oh, okay.
So what does the arc say?
A?
That's aft.
Oh, is that back?
Yeah. It's a 45-degree
okay.
angle in your rear.
So then I can do fusion cannon
Yeah.
instead, which is
Yeah.
it's actually 8 AD. So I'll roll 1 more, or what was that? That's 5. So I'll
Yeah.
roll 2 more dice.
But you also, let's see, forgot to tell me precise, though you did tell me before. So that weapon was precise, which was +1 on the attack table, which would have done nothing. You didn't roll a 5 on your solid hit, because that would have made it a critical. No. Okay. So, yeah, so now you're firing your fusion cannon, which is front arc.
Yep.
8 dice, -1 because of the critical that I did to you, and they're called mini beams. What are mini beams? Hits on a 4+, ignores interceptors. So you hit me on a 4+ with, so 7 dice, 4+.
All right. So I already rolled 5 dice.
You already rolled 5, okay. Go ahead and roll 2 more. Hey, 2 more hits. There we go. That's some good hits from the mini beams. Now the crew recovers and says, fire everything. And so now you got 5 hits.
5 hits. All right.
So roll those 5 hits, and we'll see what it does. And on these second rolls, you don't want 1s, but you want 6s. So you got a bulkhead, which does nothing, and then you've got 2. If these were precise, then those 5s would go to 6s and cause 2 criticals, and then we would roll on the chart. But they're not. They're mini beams, so that is another 4 and 4. So I am now -8 and 8. And for your information, your intelligence officers are telling you that the total damage I can take is 28 on damage and 32 on crew. But, oh, fuck. My damage was 28.6 and 32.6. You just went. Oh, no, that's when it gets lowered to 6, not when
I
6
hits
is
for 6.
Yeah. Okay. So we're still good. I am currently at 20 and 26. Yeah.
All right, and then there is a fusion cannon on P. Is that forward? Is that
P, we determined port.
port?
That's left.
Left. So I can't
No.
can't hit on that.
Can't hit on that.
And then there's a fusion cannon on S, which is starboard, right?
Right.
Which I can't hit.
Can't hit on that either.
So that's it.
That's it. That's it for your turn. However,
I
I do think that you can launch a fighter. Let me see how to launch fighters, because you have a ton of fighters in that big-ass ship. Let me see how that is resolved. So not as great as we were hoping for.
I thought there was going to be a lot more damage. Damn.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be way more destructive.
Now, this is a test run, because I think we're going to redo it, because there are these things called special actions that I think can boost up the thing. This was just to understand what we were doing.
Family-friendly content. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you, man.
Hey.
And then
Jagosto.
Jagosto.
Thank you.
Appreciate ya. Good looking. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Late night tabletop.
Okay. Launching and recovering fighters. A few ships are able to carry a squadron or 2 of fighters. Every Other ships act as full-blown carriers and may have such many squadrons aboard. Fighters act as point defense for larger vessels and are able to deliver precision attacks, while light can still cause large amounts of damage. A ship that has not performed a special action may launch one flight. At the end of the phase, place the flight anywhere within 3 inches of the ship. The next turn, the flight is free to act. So, recovering a flight also requires a ship not to use any special actions. So as long as I didn't do a special action and you didn't do a special action, we can launch all fighters.
Is that special action not the double damage? Is that?
Yeah, no, the special action is something else that we didn't do.
Okay, cool.
So let's go ahead and have you launch a fighter. So put it anywhere within 3 inches of your ship, and they are oriented like that because I've seen the TV show.
Okay.
And but let's go and look at the special actions just so that we know what they are, so that when it comes to our next turn, we can do that correctly.
It feels like it's more aerodynamic the other way.
Right.
But I guess they're the advanced ones. They know. I guess there's no air in space, so.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Wouldn't matter.
All right, special actions.
Hey, there it is. Chat's on top. Yeah.
But they're in space.
Yeah. I got it,
Special
man.
actions. Activate jump gate. So that's it when you want to jump out. All hands to deck. +2 to damage control. Any number of critical hits may be repaired. One weapon only. So you could go all hands to deck to repair the crew. But we need to see when can you perform special actions. Let me check. Special actions. Performing special actions. When a ship is nominated to move, a player can also choose to perform a special action. Some are automatic, some require crew checks.
Okay.
So you won't be able to do it now, so you might as well launch your fighter here. There was all hands to deck, all power to engines, all stop and pivot, close blast doors, and activate defense grid. For each point of damage and crew on a 5+, there is no damage taken, as are the effects of critical hits. Fire one weapon except for ships with only one. So you can basically brace for impact, but you're only going to be able to fire one weapon system. You basically get a armor roll.
Like a defense?
You get an armor roll against all incoming attacks, but you're only able to fire once. Come about, +1 turning, or +1 45-degree turn. Concentrate all firepower. All your AD that missed may be re-rolled. Only one target. Not beams, twin-linked, or E-mines. So concentrate all firepower requires a crew quality check of 8. Give me ramming speed. 50+ speed. Only one turn must be crippled. Initiate jump point. Intensify defensive firepower. Double your anti-fighter and inceptor weapons. Have all your other weapons. Launch breach pod and shuttles. Use troops to board ships. Run silent. Stealth 4+. Scramble. May launch an extra flight. So if you wanted to launch 2, you could have done scramble. Stand down and prepare to be boarded is a special, see the rules. So there's one thing here that I noticed. What is stealth? Because you have an option to increase your stealth. And remember your stealth was like 5+.
I believe so.
So let me look up stealth to make sure we're doing that correctly. Stealth. Some ships, notably those of the Mimbari Federation, have superior active stealth systems that can render their ships all but invisible to their enemies. After an attacker has declared any weapon attacks on this ship, a lock-on must be achieved. This is done by rolling a dice and comparing it to the stealth score. The target gains +1 bonus to his stealth score if the attacking ship is more than 20 away, and a -1 if the ship is within 8. So before I even fired, I needed to roll a 4 or above to see if I can even hit you.
Oh.
At this distance, it would have been a 4. Normally, it's a 5. But we'll do that in the future. This was just the narrative opening salvo. You were, you know, gun ports open, trying to be nice. Which to us didn't look very nice. Yeah. We thought you were trying to attack us. All right. Well, that is an example of a turn. I'm glad we went through that. Let me find my baggie so I can put these. There was another bag somewhere. I guess not. Just put this in shit because we won't need these for right now. Okay. So now that we did that, we were both full stop, right? Then we did our attack phase, and now we do our end phase, so we can end the first turn.
End phase.
It's turn 1. End phase, compulsory movement, damage control, and fighter launch. Okay. Okay. Damage control. During the end phase, players can repair their ships through damage control. The player who won the initiative during the turn does this first for all his ships that have been damaged. Many critical hits have special effects that further debilitate a ship beyond raw damage they cause. Weapon systems can go offline, corridors can be flooded with reactor gas, and flashbacks from ammunition stores can cause terrible harm. These special effects are the only things damage control can repair. It cannot be used to restore damage or crew points. A player may only attempt to repair one critical hit on each of his ships. And an attempt to repair a critical hit can never be made in the same turn it was suffered. So you can't.
Scarlet.
So you can't repair this critical hit because it says an attempt to repair a critical hit can never be made in the same turn it was suffered. So next turn,
the next turn,
you will be able to do this. To repair a critical hit by damage control, select one effect a ship is currently suffering and roll 1d6. So the one that you're suffering is called capacitors damaged. So write that somewhere so that you can cross a line through it when you repair it. So capacitors damaged. Oh, that is definitely copyright.
He said everything's gone to hell, John. God help him.
Okay. And then compulsory movement. Some ships must be moved a certain way with no choice on the part of the player. These include ships running adrift due to have taken massive damage. Such ships are always moved in the end phase, even if they have already moved in the turn. They will not get to move in the next movement phase, and everybody will know exactly where they will be for the whole of the turn until the next end phase. All right. Well, that's if the ship is like floating adrift, and it's not. So we're good. 9.
Everybody's loving the haircut, by the way.
Hey, I'm getting props on the haircut. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. So now we know how to play. That was just an example. Pretty simple. The only thing is it's pen and paper.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, you know, it's just 3 dice rolls. You know, you roll to hit, you roll to see if it did the damage, and then if it does a critical, then you'll have a third roll.
Yeah.
to see where on the ship it is.
Right.
So you can tell that, modern game design, I don't really like to do, the pen and paper like thing, but this stuff was evolved from another game called Babylon 5 Wars, where literally it was fucking hex grid, and you fill in the hexes of the damage on the side that you took the damage. It was like full-on Newton physics, too. And I actually had fun playing it, if I remember way back in the day. But it was slow, and it took a long time.
Yeah.
And I was doing, it was like 2 fighters versus 2 fighters. And then when you introduced a cruiser, it was like, holy shit, a fucking cruiser. So you can actually, like, feel what it's like. Okay, so turn 2. Let's roll. Remember, for initiative, you're 2d6. You're a +4, and I'm a +1. Fuck.
5 and
You win.
Nice.
Okay, so just know that during this turn, my guy has already called for reinforcements. Your guy has called for reinforcements. But because you're so far out in space, because the Grey Council is on a special mission, you're not going to get sufficient reinforcements. I am getting sufficient reinforcements.
Okay.
Because you're in my territory.
Nice.
So go ahead and figure out what you want to do. So if you remember, it was initiative phase, which we just did, movement, attack, end. In the movement, you can choose either me to move first or you to move first.
I'll choose you to move first.
Okay. So I'm going to choose a special order, all stop, because in this game you have to move forward a certain amount unless you successfully, scream all stop, engines. So I'm going to do all stop so that I can pump another fucking full volley into you. Because we are surprised that we are still alive. So, and a crew quality check for all stop is automatic. So, automatic. All right, so here we go. Heavy laser cannons.
Wait, you get to attack first or you move?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just
no,
get to move
you
first.
get to
yeah, I get
attack first.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to
we're
go
going again.
Neutron laser.
Oh, no. So we got to do it right. The next thing is, so my ship moves, your ship moves.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Full stop.
Full stop. Okay, now fighter phase. Now, once all of our ships have moved, now fighters move.
Yeah.
So you can actually move these fighters. So go to your fighters and see how fast they are. I'll just tell you already, I think they're 30 inches, so they can definitely, might as well.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Speed.
Get them up on me and see what they can do.
I don't even see the
On the thing.
Yeah, the patrol, the heavy fighter flight.
Yeah. What's their speed?
Speed is 15.
15 inches? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I thought we crashed. Restart to install Windows latest update. No, I'm all right. So, oh no. So, not the flyers. You're looking at the nulls. Speed 15?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. And they have light fusion cannons, which have a range of 2 inches, an arc of turret, so they're 360 degrees, and 3 dice for mini beams. Mini beams. So let's see when fighters attack. Do they attack before the ships or after the ship? I'll check right now.
I'm going to run to the restroom while you're looking.
Yeah. Turn sequence. Attack phase. Fighter attacks and dogfights. Yeah, fighters are going to go first. That makes sense because they're small, they're quick, and they can do their bombing runs before ships can be effective. So he's going to hit me with 3 dice, mini beams. Mini beams are 4+ hit. Anyways, while he's in the bathroom, chat, what's up? How y'all doing? What are y'all up to? Once you remove the live service, it looks like fun. What are you talking about? Playing Final Fantasy 11. Wow, that's an older one on a private server. I want a Babylon 5 D&D type RPG. That is. These guys have one. Look one up. Mongoose Publishing. They did a Babylon 5 RPG, if I'm not mistaken. Like, just set on the station. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. God, I love this music. Can you, is the music good? Huh? Did you say hello?
Ready.
Yeah.
All
Roll
right.
PlayStation security. You'd have to constantly keep Lando Malari and Jafar or Jakar in line. Love the show. It was one of the greatest. It was, man. I love Babylon 5. I got my wife to watch the show for the first time this year. You have an amazing wife. She loved the show. Ustra Mage, you know what? You're living the life, bro. You're living the life. I don't think I can get my girl on that.
Yeah, I was about to say, Melissa might not.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Okay, so I figured it out.
Okay.
It's cool because fighters go before the big capital ships, which makes sense so that you can, get your bombing run in and do all the damage before I can do anything. So I looked it up. Well, who's this? This is Wonton Sushi. Hey, gifted a sub to Ustra Mage. Thank you, bro.
Nice.
Enjoy your shield and emotes. Let's launch all fighters in honor of that. Guys, the emote, type in, what is it, AJS Jets? Launch all fighters. Anyways, so that's exactly what Patrick is doing right now. These Neal fighters? What did we call them? We called them Nial. Nial.
Yeah, it was
Nial fighters. It's
Nial.
Nial. Nial.
Nial.
3 dice, 4+.
3 dice. 4+.
And their little mini beams.
So
wow,
one.
Patrick, you're
God, I'm
you're
doing
like a brand new other
four.
Joe.
God damn it!
You're like a brand new other Joe.
What the fuck is up with these goddamn rolls, man?
Okay, so you did one hit.
Yeah.
So roll that one for a hit. And that one went off the camera. Hey, critical! So these little guys got in there and they said, let's go for the critical.
Let's make the one count.
All right, let's figure out where it hit. Roll 1d6 to figure out where it went.
3.
It's to the reactor, just like I did to.
Yeah.
You're like, you son of a bitch!
I'm gonna get you
Fuck
back.
his reactor
Yeah.
up. So now it's the reactor. Then roll one more d6. The higher, the better.
3.
3 is power feedback. -1 to damage, -1 to crew, and lose 1 random trait. So my my ship has a trait. Let's check my traits.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it interesting. Exactly.
There you go.
Alchemist gets it.
Shit. Well, we've been kind of ignoring traits.
Oh yeah.
That's a ship trait. What does that mean? Barbarian class. Wait. What did I hit you with?
making the warrior.
What kind of
cast
fucking
nervous.
Hyperion did I hit you with last
Nah,
time?
man, we're warrior cast. We ain't nervous. We ready. We about it.
You about that life?
Yeah. I'll try not to. Ultra mage. Gonna do my best.
Okay, I was hitting you with a fucking upgraded Hyperion. But that's fine. Okay. So I will lose either Anti-Fighter 2, Interceptors 2, or Jump Engine. So, let's see which one I lose. 1 to 2 is the first one. So my Anti-Fighter 2 is what I lost. So Anti-Fighter has X dice to roll against fighter holes to destroy them at 2-inch range. So I would have actually been able to do this first to fight against the fighters. And then I needed... So my guy is like specifically good against fighters. So let me roll that anti-fighter roll first because we have to figure that we have to make sure we're doing that right. I think I might have blew your fighters out of the sky before you did that. But if
before I attacked?
before you did that damage. Anti-fighter weaponry. Ships with the anti-fighter X trait automatically roll against fighters within 2 at the end of the movement phase. They will roll as many anti-fighter dice as indicated. Any dice that equal or exceed the whole of a flight will automatically destroy it, ignoring any dodge trait the fighter possesses. So normally you would roll to dodge, but because this ship is actually really good at anti-fighters, I blew you away. But
damn.
let me check real quickly whether this was late war or early war. Shit's like a fucking World War II game. No, both the late war version and the early war version had anti-fighters. So,
so
this is
doesn't matter.
traditionally very good against fighters. So we blew them out of this guy before they did any damage.
Mayday, mayday.
Okay, so now we know kind of how to do fighters. What it does is at the end of a movement phase, if there's any fighters within 2 inches of ships that have anti-fighters, they'll fire. Yeah, so now it's the firing phase, and you choose to fire first. So let's get all that good.
Let's get them cannons going.
Let's get those cannons.
All right. So we are gonna go fusion cannon. Or no, neutron laser. Sorry, wrong chip. All right. And that is F. And I'm still affected by the AD from the capacitor damage. So I'm rolling 7 AD. So I'll roll 7
You got it.
dice. 6, 7. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's roll some fucking good rolls. Good rolls. Better.
Better?
So is that... That's 4 hits?
Yes, sir. Uh-oh, here comes the huge... What are these beams called?
The fusion... Or no, the neutron laser.
Neutron beams here. So those 4, take 1 dice to record the number of hits you have already. So there's 4 hits. Go ahead and put that in the corner. And then re-roll those 4 because that beam is going to continue to cut across my hole here. And there's another 2 hits. So raise that 4 number up to 6 hits and re-roll those 2 dice. We have these 2 beams continuing to cut across my hole.
6 and
Holy
5.
shit. Uh-oh. These
Crit,
2 beams will continue to... No, crits are on the second
the second
roll.
one. Yeah, damn it.
But your beam is continuing to go. So now there's 8 hits on my hole while re-rolling those 2.
Okay, so should I do...
Just grab another dice and put it next to
2.
the 6. Yeah, and then roll 2. And let's see if your beam can keep going. Slicing and dicing, baby. 1 more.
1 more.
So we're up to 9 hits.
So it's 3.
Now they're working as intended.
Hey!
Fuck. Keep going.
Oh, shit.
4.
4. Is that?
So that's 10 hits.
10 hits.
Wait a minute. You know, that got it. That got it. My 4s. Yeah, got it. 11 hits.
11. Shit.
We can keep the 11 in our brain now. Don't worry about the dice.
All right.
11 in our brain. Wonton's got it for us. 11's where it ends. The beams are over with 11 damage.
Hey.
But that's some good fucking damage. That's the way it's supposed
that's
to
how
work.
it's supposed to go down.
So now roll
Yeah.
11 dice.
Let's see. All right, cool.
That's going to cut that ship into little molten chunks.
Oh, shit.
All right, so you got 1 crit and 2 misses. So those, let me double check that they are in fact misses, because precise ones don't miss. Yeah, because these beams are precise, and precise is +1 on the attack table, my friend. So those
shit.
1s are now 2s.
Twos.
So you actually have 3 criticals.
Oh, because the 5 girl, yeah.
And all of them hit because they're precise, right? Or is that not? Because that doesn't seem fair. I'm going to look it up because it says precise is +1 on the attack table. But if you roll a 1, I'm wondering if that automatically says, nah, you can't get the 1, but you can up the other ones.
Yeah, because I thought 1s were all.
But you're definitely getting 3 crits from the preciseness of the laser. Okay, using either superior firepower or technologically advanced targeting systems, these weapons can consistently deal critical hits to their targets. You may add +1 to all rolls on the attack table. Well, by just reading that tells me that it turns 1s into 2s.
Yeah, I thought.
So there's no bulkhead hit.
I'm with.
You're with who?
Mage. I
What did he
thought
say?
1s are always misses.
No, let's actually read that full thing. It is, oh, you're right. A roll of 6 is always considered to be a success, while a roll of 1 is always a miss. So it will not benefit rolls of 1s, but it will benefit all the other ones. So you do in fact have 2 misses, which takes the number of hits that you got down to 9. But 9 is still pretty fucking good, because that's -9 damage and -9 hull when I already had -8 on both. So what's 8 plus 9?
8 plus 9,
17. Yeah, 17 on both of these. Plus, let's resolve these 3 criticals now.
Okay, so I'm rolling 3 dice.
Rolling 3 dice.
All right.
All right. You got 2 to my reactor, and you got 1 to my crew. Let's do my crew first. The 5 is the crew.
Yeah.
So roll the crew.
3.
Multiple fires across the ship. -3 to my crew, so I'm down to -20 on crew. And damage control is at a -1 penalty. So I'm going to put multiple fires. All right. And let's do both of the reactors.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Reactor explosion on that 6. That's -3, so that takes me to -20 and -4, -24. No special actions, and I lose 1 random trait. All right, and what was the other dice?
A
3?
6 and a 3.
Power feedback. I was already suffering from a power feedback, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So I've got 4 criticals from previous shit. 21 and 25. 2 land right. So here's how I'm keeping track because of the bookkeeping in this game. So the first line is my damage, you see, and the second line is my crew. I don't know how you're doing it. So I have negative 21 damage, negative 25 crew. So I'm at seven damage threshold, which it's 6 to become crippled. So you're about to blow this ship up because you have mini beams left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I have left.
Yeah, this ship is about to go down hard. All right, go ahead and pour your mini beams into me.
All right. The mini beam fusion cannon. It is 8 AD, which will be 7 because I'm still suffering from that crit. So here we go. Beams away.
So these mini beams hit on a 4. So you've got 3 hits.
Ah, fuck. Damn it.
1 miss. Oh, you know what? So
Was it
ones
plus-
are always misses, right?
Yeah.
But that's for the to hit roll, isn't it? Once it gets to the attack table, then that's something different.
Oh, is it? I thought it was
I'm
just in
thinking,
general. It was always.
In general, it's always a miss. I'm gonna double check it again because I'm getting flashes of something in my head. That's yeah. So you know that one, it's only on the attack roll. Then once you get to the attack table,
There's a different set of
then
rules?
that's the precise. So you're always gonna hit. Yeah. So we were wrong on that. So I have an addition. Remember when you rolled 2 1s? So I have an additional -2 and -2.
So that's
So
only
I'm
for
at
the first phase. then?
-23 and -27. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because the first roll is to hit.
Yeah.
And then that's when the rule said 6 is always a hit, 1 is always a miss.
Okay.
But then the second roll is after you've hit, you're determining where on the ship you're hitting.
Right.
And then that's when precise is coming in saying +1 to wherever you hit.
Okay.
And so that's why
So it
it
still
can
counts.
give a 1 up to a 2. So it gets the laser away from the bulkhead back into some cool area of the ship
Yeah.
that's going to hurt.
Okay.
So I'm already
Okay.
crippled before you hit me with that. So, but now but that was for precise. These mini beams do not keep going, and they do not have precise.
Yeah.
What they have is mini beam, which was it hits on a 4+. So you did 3 total damage.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 total damage and 3 total crew. So I'm -26 and -30. So yeah, I have, what do I have? I have 2 health left and 2 crew left. So whatever this number/number, I've definitely hit this threshold,
Okay.
which is I'm crippled now.
Ripples disabled the ship.
Let's see what I could use for that. Let's call it disabled. All right, well then that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense on that. And then it is your end phase.
Can I
So
repair?
You can do the repairing now.
Okay.
Well, you have your choice between launching another flight of fighters, or doing damage control. Do you
I
want
wanna
to
do
do damage
damage
control? Okay, let's do damage control. So what's your crew rating?
My crew rating is 66 out of 22. Is that what you
I'm sorry. What's the other values on your ship? What's another stat that can give me damage control?
Hull 5,
Hull 5, nah.
troops 5,
Troops 5, nah.
then it's just speed turn, damage, and crew.
All right. To repair a
Or
critical
craft?
hit, select one of the add the ship's crew quality score. You don't see crew quality?
I do not. I only see speed, damage, turn, crew, hull, troops, craft, special rules, and service.
I see it. Yeah, it looks like they removed crew quality from edition to edition, maybe.
Barbecue. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate ya. Thanks for joining us. The
Or maybe
Battle on 5.
Or maybe the race. Maybe the race has a crew quality score overall. Okay, alright, I can't find it. Let's see. Crew quality. Crew quality, 24. Yeah, it's okay. So it's based on, by default, all ships are considered to have military-grade crew on board. Crew quality 4. These rules allow you to have random crews in your fleet in order to reflect the force of green recruits. Over the course of a campaign, your crew get better and better. That's pretty sweet.
Okay.
So roll a dice, add the number of crew quality, which is 4. You have to hit 9 or higher, and you repair it.
Okay.
So 5 plus 4 is
9.
9. You hit it. It is
Nice.
repaired. Go ahead and cross out
Woo.
that thing. Now, you don't
Hey.
get the, remember, you got a -1 crew for it.
Yeah.
You don't get that crew back, but you don't have to suffer that -1 to all your weapons.
And -2 movement.
And -2 movement.
All right. So that is crossed out. All right.
Yeah.
Yee.
Okay, so then that would end that turn, and,
It's your attack now.
yeah, so, no, yeah, it's my attack, but here's something I forgot. Since it's turn 2, we're jumping in.
Oh, shit. Reinforcements. On the way. Backup is coming.
Yeah. Backup has arrived.
Evening the odds.
And so when we did, you forced me to move first. I did all stop. Then you did a move, and we did all stop. So let me go ahead and move with these guys, because these guys should have already been on the field in turn 2. So they move at speed 8 and speed 7.
Is it the same rule like you move with the bridge, or?
Yeah, it's just the center.
Just the center?
The center, yeah. We're here, Captain, what's this guy's, Michael, on the Prometheus. Do you read me? There's only like, it's already, it's got 2 health, 2 crew. He's
Radio's
probably dead
breaking up
already.
and-
And, all right, so you fired. Now I will fire back. And then that's when we need to determine what does a crippled ship mean. And I think it's basically just having everything.
Okay.
So I'll double check. The first figure shows how many points of damage a ship can withstand before being destroyed. The second marks the point at which it becomes crippled. Yeah, so it's crippled. Let's see what crippled does. Crippled. If damage score is brought to this threshold, all turns will be reduced to 45 degrees. It'll make one fewer turns to a minimum of 1. Super maneuverable ships will be reduced. In addition, its speed score will be permanently reduced by half, and only one weapon per fire arc may be used while attacking. Finally, roll a d6 for every trait. On a 4 or more, they'll be destroyed. Well, all my traits are already destroyed, so I'm just going to fire one weapon system at you. It'll be the beams.
The beam.
And they are halved, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So instead of 4 dice, it is 2 dice now. My death throw laser. Fuck you. God damn it. Completely missed. So he's off. And that was the last we ever heard from him. Okay, and then... But now we get some revenge because we're trying our best to get at you. Oh, and I forgot to do the stealth because remember, your ship had stealth. So we'll do it for these guys. So you're looking 12 inches. So there's 12 inches for this one. Now, so... Because there were other ships here that you didn't know about, because I forgot to put them on during turn 2.
I could have shot.
You could have shot your starboard arc.
Yeah.
So read your starboard arc and see if you want to put in some firing towards these ships.
Okay, so the starboard arc is, let's see, fusion cannon, mini beam.
I have a Nova Dreadnought, but it won't stand.
It's an 8 AD.
AD?
Yeah.
Because on which arc?
On the starboard.
So here's my Nova. Because historically, like these are the ships that would have been around at that time. But a bunch of the guns fell off of it and need to be re-glued. So we're just saying that we went in time. We're such uber nerds here. Like, I fucking love y'all who are like, that ship was not in service yet during this time.
It's not.
And they're fucking right. They're fucking right.
All right, so starboard is 8 AD. I'll still have the -1, technically?
Yeah, because it was, yeah. So go ahead and fire 7 attack dice and pick your target.
Oh, yeah. We'll go with the closest one right there.
Okay, that will be the Constitution.
Constitution. So we're rolling 7 dice.
The EAS Constitution. Hey, that's 1, 2. That's 5 hits.
5 hits.
Just mini beams, so they don't continue. But we'll see where they
go. Where will they go? So 5 dice.
Oh, shit.
That's a pretty good one
Nice.
right there.
So no damage from the 1, but 2 criticals already and 4 total damage. So that's going to be -4D and -4C, and then roll those 2 dice for me again, and we'll see where they hit.
4
So 1 goes to the engine, and the other one goes, the 4 goes to weapons. So roll the 2.
2.
Power relays destroyed. That's no additional damage, but -1 speed.
Boo.
All right, and then roll the 4.
Ah!
This was weapon critical hit 1 through 3, targeting system damage. And that is an additional -1 to the crew. And all weapons are at -1 AD.
Hey, that's not too bad for a 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Cool. All right. So now
we are good. Yeah.
Now I'll fire. Let's fire with the guy who you just hurt.
Okay.
He's gonna fire his heavy lasers at 3 instead of 4. Only got 1 hit. Two hits. 2 hits total.
All right. Oh,
Critical.
damn.
So do -2 to your damage and -2 to your crew right now. And let's check to see where that critical hit happened. That happened on your reactor again. And it is a 2. Capacitors damaged.
This is the same
-1 to your crew.
Oh, -1 to my crew. All right.
Hey, guess what?
It's the same thing.
It's that same thing that you just
-2.
repaired. So you go back to -2 speed, -1 to all weapons. The Constitution said, oh, I see where those burn marks are on the enemy ship. We've never encountered this ship before, so hit him right there. All right, and so that's where he fired. And then let me see if I can get you with a medium pulse cannon at 10 inches. I cannot. I'm out of range for medium pulse cannon and out of range for plasma cannon. God damn. The EAS Texas.
Texas forever.
And need another ship name. EAS Virginia. Okay, so this will be the EAS Texas, and this will be the Virginia. And you know what? Just so we can make it lore accurate, I'm gonna use the fucking broken Nova.
Gotta be timeline accurate.
Oh fuck!
Shit, the base is
I broke the fucking base.
Uh-oh.
God damn
Nice.
Okay. I go downstairs and get the glue. But anyways, hopefully Novas have Star Furies. Do Novas have Star Furies? They better. Yeah, because they have the hangar in the front, just like the Omega. Yeah, 4 Nova Star Fury flights. Alright. Oh, you know what? I can't have a Nova because that brings it down 1 order of battle. Because a Nova is only raid, while an Omega is a battle class.
Stats are different.
Okay, God damn it. So that was fire from the EAS Constitution. Now here's fire from the EAS Virginia, who gets 4 dice. Heavy laser. Got 2 hits. 2 hits only from the heavy laser. And crit.
Ooh.
So another -2, -2.
So -2.
Plus this critical, which goes to your weapons. Weapons targeting system damaged. All weapons -1 AD plus 1 more negative crew.
So -1 AD.
-1 to your crew, and all weapons -1 AD.
So that makes -2
So now you have
AD
-2 AD.
and -11.
The rest of the weapon systems on the Virginia will not be able to reach you. Now let's go with the Omega class Texas. EAS Texas. Heavy laser cannon. 6 dice.
Average KD buddy, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you hanging out with us.
Thank you for subscribing. This was a miss. We're doing this wrong. I just remembered we're doing this wrong. Because remember, all Mimbari have stealth. So let's say you were still reeling from that.
Yeah.
Because we're just fucking around and just checking out the game. So now I'll apply stealth.
But you have to roll for it.
So I have to roll for it. What's your stealth was 5+, right?
Yes. I believe,
So-
yeah.
I got it.
Nice. Yeah, it was 5.
So that's some fucking crazy ass shit. Like, I have to roll
5+
a 5+
just
to
hit.
even fire at you.
Yeah.
That's like, what's the percent chance of that on a die? That's 2 out of 6. So you're 33% chance that I'll even be able to fire at you. So I've locked on. I get a +1 if I'm within 8. -1 if I'm more than 20 away. All right, but so I got you with 2 of them. Right? Did I roll already?
Yeah. Didn't
With my lasers, did I roll already?
No, you haven't gone with the, because you were doing the
This is
Virginia.
the USS Texas now.
No, you did the Virginia.
Okay, and then I rolled the 6 to hit you with the Texas.
Yeah.
Or no, I rolled a 6 to hit you with the Virginia.
Yeah.
Now I have to roll another one to hit you with the Texas.
Yeah, because you finished.
This is
you
the
did
one that matters because 6 beam dice. My beam is almost as strong as your beam on an Omega, so I need to hit this.
All right.
Fuck.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a 6.
I can't lock on with my heavy laser cannon from my Omega class destroyer. I have a light laser cannon that's 15 inches.
What up, Rain? How you doing, man?
Fuck. I'm out of range of even my light laser cannon. That's it. So you're gonna get away.
Nice.
And I probably wouldn't recommend sitting there next turn. But okay, so we're gonna go to the end of the phase.
Yeah.
And in the end phase, I'm launching fighters. 1 flight from the USS Virginia, launch all fighters. 1 flight from the USS Constitution. And 1 flight from the USS Texas. So all my capital ships have launched Star Fury fighters.
I want to launch mine.
Launch 1 flight of Nals. Okay, and now we are in the end phase. So the end phase is where you get to do damage control if you want.
Yeah, I guess such a.
But remember, you can't launch fighters if you do damage control.
Okay, yeah, I just want to watch fighters then. So
Okay.
that was my end phase.
Okay. I don't think there's any point to doing damage control here because he has 2 health left and he's fucking crippled. But just for purposes of, playing the game right and getting, everything under my belt, I'll go ahead and try to, yeah. Okay, he fails to repair any of the criticals. Any of the 4 criticals, multiple fires, reactor explosion, power feedback, power feedback. So, yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? Is this Prometheus was not able, remember when he missed with his beam?
Yeah.
He was not even able to hit you because if I'm suffering from 2 power feedbacks, that's -1 AD for each of them. And my crippled takes me down to 2 AD, so it just cancels everything. So my crew, whoever is left conscious, is fucked. All right, and that's it. So now we go back to the initiative phase, and if you'll remember, that's 2 dice. You get a +4, I get a +1. Earth Alliance. Ooh. I cannot win initiative. Yeah. So even though we jumped into the system as fast as possible to save the EAS Prometheus, it's not going to be in time.
You move first.
You're okay. Getting me to move first.
Yeah.
I am going to. I'm going to go ramming speed with the Prometheus. The loose cannon Captain Michael, what was it? Strabowski, something like that. It's not Michael Straczynski, though I was wondering if they named that captain after him.
Is it one of the...
Because he's the one that starts the whole war with the Mimbari.
Yeah.
Remember when we looked it up, it was really close to the creator's name. So, anyways, we're gonna go all ramming speed, special order.
You can attack me from ramming speed?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know there's something called ram. Give me ramming speed. It's a crew quality check of 9, so I have to roll a 5 or above to even do it, and I fail. So. I'm too busy putting out fires to ramming speed. But if I did do ramming speed, then I get 50% speed, only 1 turn. I must be crippled to do it. And then I get a special rule where now I get to slam into you. So that's fucking sweet. I like how it's like in other games, they just let you always just kamikaze. And that ruins everything because people just do it. Yeah. Joe will just do it no matter what. And it doesn't work. But here you actually have to earn it, and then there has to be special conditions fulfilled, and then once you do it, you can do ramming speed. Let's see what it actually does, just because I'm so curious. Okay, the ship may add 50% to its current speed. And only turn once. If it contacts an enemy ship, you may try to ram it. Only 1 ship can be targeted in this way. Both ships must make an opposed crew quality check. Ships with lumbering suffer -1 to this roll, while ships with agile get a +1. If the enemy ship passes, it avoids being rammed. So again, it requires 2 checks.
Yeah, because I can...
Not only do I check, but then we check against each other.
Yeah.
And if you fail that check, then...
I can try to avoid it.
Then you have successfully rammed. If you ram an enemy, both ships suffer an attack using as many attack dice as half of the opposing ship's starting damage points, with super armor piercing and triple damage traits. So it is massive.
Yeah, it's a big hit.
Because my health goes right back up to, for the purposes of ramming, would go back up to 15. So I'm doing 15 dice worth of triple hits. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah, that's a massive
I love that.
hit.
That's super thematic. All right, but obviously I failed all my checks in that, and in that case I must go half my speed forward, and half my speed is 4, but I'm currently crippled, so half my speed is actually 2 right now. So I'm going to go just 2. So you forced me to go first, so that was my first move. What is your first move?
Oh, you don't. I thought you moved all your ships first.
Yeah, but remember, we go back and forth on ship activation.
Oh, okay. What's this guy doing? Is he?
What guy?
Is this guy coming in? At
Yeah,
any
that
time?
guy comes in on turn 3. We
Okay,
are in
on
turn 2.
So I saw a little bit. Okay.
So if you turn your lumbering ship
Yeah.
this way, you can not only get your
You can go this
port,
way, yeah.
but you might even be able to get your front and maybe even your starboard at that guy, port against this guy, forward against one of these two, if you can kind of turn it. So hold on, let me tell you all your options here. So remember, there's the special option that says all stop and pivot. So you can stay on a dime and just pivot, or you will have to go forward at least, I think, half your movement. What's your movement?
It is. Is that speed?
Yeah, speed.
Speed's 8.
Okay. What's your turn score? 145?
Yeah.
All right. For example, a ship shows that it can make 1 turn every time it moves. So, what was your speed?
Speed is 8.
Okay. When nominated to move, a ship must be moved forward in a straight line, a distance between its speed score and half of this amount. So you can go half and then turn if you want. Or you go straight forward. Or you do the special order to stop or stop and pivot.
Let's see.
I would say...
Because I kind of want.
So all stop is automatic. All stop and pivot is also automatic. So,
I guess I just kind of want to stop and pivot.
yeah. So all stop and pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you can start moving that way.
Yeah.
You know.
So I want to like, and I can still, if I pivot right there, I can still hit.
Yeah.
Is that
So
a still hit?
yeah. So we do the 45-degree turn thing, which I have right here. So if we turn like that, then yeah, I do think that it's close.
Yeah,
And this is why
laser.
this is why we have the laser, and this is why when I had a guy make some custom ships for me, I asked him to give me this.
Those are handy.
Yeah, because then when you're like that,
You can kind of
you know,
just
you can do
visualize
that
it.
laser. It's not going to do it there, and so it definitely wouldn't do it there. So yeah, it's not going to do it.
Okay.
But here's the thing: is that you can do up to 2 turns if you want, and so when you do stop and pivot, so you do one. And then you do another.
Yeah.
And then when you move forward, as these ships pass you, then you'll be able to broadside them.
Okay.
But right now,
I can still hit.
yeah, that guy you can still hit
Yeah.
with your port.
All right. So Let's do into attack phase. Oh no, you have to move.
So that was
No,
your
move.
movement.
You
Oh,
have to
that's
move.
right. I have to
Yeah,
move.
you have to
So
move.
it's like, fuck. Do I go? Because I know you're gonna broadside me. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll just move forward my minimum. Just 3. And these are 4. Okay, now it is the fighters phase, and you choose who goes first. Your fighters or my fighters?
I'm gonna fight first.
Your fighters first.
So fighters.
Yeah. Whose fighters go first? Yours or mine?
I'll see where you go first.
Okay, ships move, fighters move.
You need another beer? Or you good?
I think I'm good. All right. These 2 flights of Star Furies are dogfighting with your Mimbari fighters, while this flight of Star Furies are going after the capital ship on this side.
One's doing a bombing run on the ship, and I got 2v1.
All right. Now you're locked in a dogfight, so you'll just, perform that dogfight. And so you have no movement in the fighter's phase. So
Interesting. I locked
So if you,
So if you go base to base, you
get locked.
In mobile. Okay, I did not.
So now we move on to the attack phase. So during the attack phase, all the fighters go first.
Okay.
So let's do the dogfight.
All right.
So this one is a dogfight. Now let's figure out. This is the first time we're doing dogfighting. Every flight has a dogfight score. What's your dogfight score?
That is on. Let's switch the little ones. Dogfight score +3.
My dogfight is +2.
And I have atmospheric dodge +2.
Yeah.
Fighter and stealth +5+.
Okay. All right. When 2 opposing flights are engaged in a dogfight, both players roll 1 dice and add the dogfight score of their flight. Add +1 to your dice for every extra flight you have in base contact with the enemy you're dogfighting. A flight may support any number of dogfights in this manner, but a flight supporting a dogfight may never initiate a dogfight itself. Okay, so I get a
+1.
A +1 for my supporting flight there, and then what was your dogfight score?
+3.
And mine was +2, so I've evened it out.
Yeah.
So now it's +3 versus +3. We roll a dice. So this is for the dogfight.
So we're rolling 3 dice.
1 dice.
1 dice.
5.
Oh, it's +3.
5.
5.
Fuck!
Damn.
We tied.
Stalemate.
Right, because mine is +3, +2 for my type of fighter, +1 for the backup, and yours is just a straight up +3 because you guys are better. Let's see what happens when we tie. The player who scores higher will win and automatically destroy the enemy flight. If scores are equal, then all flights involved will be locked together and may not move until another dogfight has been fought and won. Yep.
But you can still fight with other guys.
No, we're all locked. I'm locked.
But the other squadron of fighters,
No,
they can't do it.
they're supporting, so they're also locked.
Mm.
However, this squadron over
Oh.
here of Star Furies is making an attack run at your capital ship. Now, does your capital ship have any anti-fighters? Anti-fighter trait. You know how my Hyperion were really good at that.
Anti-fighter 5. Advanced anti-fighter 5.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Then this was suicide from my
You
fucking
sit on a suicide mission.
anti-fighter 5.
Yeah.
That advanced? I don't even know what
Yeah, what
advanced
advan-
anti. Let me go look that up first. Because advanced fighter 5 is you roll 5 dice, and if you equal my hull, I'm destroyed.
Okay.
My hull is 5.
So I just have to roll a 5 out of
You
the
just have
5?
to, yeah, on 5 dice, you got to roll a 5 once. But I'm going to go and look up what advanced anti-fighter bullshit is. Ain't no advance. Where?
Look. on the-
Show me. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Advanced anti-fighter. As anti-fighter, but +1 to the roll. So you need 4s.
4s, yeah.
So roll 5 dice, and so as long as you hit 1 4, my squad is going to be hit. Though I think I might still get a dodge. No, I don't get a dodge.
Woo! All right.
Okay, yeah, that motherfucker's dead. And you know what? You can target every fighter within 2 inches
So I
of your
can.
ship. So technically, you could have. All right. Well, it's just the one that's on him, because the other ones are out of range for right now. Luckily, I had no idea on that. But yeah. All right. So if a fighter don't fucking attack a goddamn badass Mimbari ship.
Battleship.
Yeah, with fighters. But what else are they gonna do, right? They're gonna just, I guess they could have fought against yours to make sure your guys don't break out.
It's like in
and
that
attack
opening
mine.
scene, they just know they're fucking flying into their
Yeah.
death.
That was the opening scene right there. All right, that's so that was the fighter phase, and now we go on to the attack attack phase. You choose whether you go first or I go first.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack first.
Okay. So which weapon systems against which targets?
Okay, so I want to go. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the big gun first,
Yeah.
which is my neutron laser.
Okay.
That's the F arc at
And what's your target?
8 AD, which I'm -2, so that's 6 AD. I have to go front.
This is the Virginia,
Yeah.
the Constitution, and the Texas.
Well, I don't think I can hit the Virginia, or is it?
Yeah, your front arc. It's in the front arc
All right, so
because none of your starboard can hit anything right now.
I'm gonna keep on attacking the Virginia because I
Okay.
think that's who I attacked first. So yeah, -2 AD. So I'm rolling 6 dice on this.
Let's see how that laser does this time. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, damn.
3 lasers. Keep
Alright,
going.
3. All right, get some good rolls. Let's go, good rolls. Ah, damn it!
One of them keeps going.
Fuck.
So 4 total right now.
All right, let's get it roll. Fuck. God
All right,
damn.
4 total. Go ahead and re-roll those. So 4 dice. Let's see where they end up hitting. And these are precise, so they will be doing damage at a +1.
Ooh.
No way!
Oh.
No way!
Yeah!
4 criticals. Oh shit! Are these are your beams double damage?
I think so.
That'll be 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, they're double damage for size.
Okay,
Being-
so the USS Virginia just took -8 damage, -8 crew, and now we're going to roll, just re-roll all 4 of those, and we'll put him to work. All right, the 1 is to the engine. Roll that 1.
3.
That is thrusters damaged, and that's giving me -1 damage, plus an effect.
That one is off the board.
All right, and let's re-roll that 3, because that's on my reactor.
Reactor roll. 2.
That's going to be 2 capacitors damage.
Capacitors.
Capacitors, which is the -1 to my weapons.
Weapon systems.
And that is a -1 to my crew as well. Okay, go ahead and re-roll both of those 4s because they're both to the weapon systems.
All right, let's get a good roll. Good roll. 5 and 6.
Oh, my God. The 6 is a catastrophic ammunition explosion.
Ooh, I hit the ammo.
Yeah. That's basically -3 damage, 9, 10, 11, 12, and -4 crew.
Woo.
So that's fucking -13 crew. And then a random arc, no weapons can fire. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. So what is that called? The right arc, the starboard arc, the arc that I need is out. Okay, and so that was the catastrophic. And what else did you roll with that one? I think you rolled it was a 6 and either a 5 or a 4.
It was 4.
It was a 4?
Yeah.
Power fluctuation. Each weapon fires only on a 4+. So I have 4 criticals on that ship now. That's basically how many criticals I had on the fucking Constitution. All right.
All right, and now I'm going to do. That is my port laser right there.
That was, you said, your front laser.
Yeah,
now
front,
you
yeah.
want port, yeah,
yeah.
mini beams
Mini beams.
to finish off this ship.
That was, I forget how much AD. 8 AD
Minus
2,
2.
6.
To finish off the Prometheus.
Let's go!
He only has 2 damage on him, so all you got to do
get
is
it.
2.
Let's get it. Hey!
Yeah, so that's 3 hits. And so as long as you don't roll all 1s, don't roll 2 1s. If you roll 2 1s, I survive.
All right, here we go. Let's go! Hey!
And a critical. We're not even going to deal with that
Yeah,
critical
yeah,
because
all
we
right,
have our
went
first.
down.
We have our first down.
Mayday. Nice.
And he is a floating Hulk. Now I'm curious in the game if something is destroyed, does it turn into a floating Hulk? Ship moves as though adrift. Yeah, that's on engines disabled. That's an effect. But let's see if there's anything that, you know, if we fucking completely die. Special ships, hyperspace, firing into dogfights
Debris.
is a thing. Yeah, I can't tell right now if there's any kind of massive explosion that we like. Because, you know, in some games, when you have these space games and we're
Like
dealing with huge
collateral
capital ships, there
damage?
could be collateral damage that spreads out to you. But I don't think I see that here. All right. So that was that, and I think that's it for you.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can reach.
So we need to basically do our best firing right now, or it's gonna be really bad. So
But you have to go through stealth first.
I have to go through stealth. That's the fucking crazy part, because we can't fucking lock on to the goddamn Mimbari. So the USS Constitution is attempting to lock on. Now let's see if there's a special action that I can do to maybe help with that.
Get a better, little bit of a
No, there's
better
concentrate
advantage.
all firepower. So I'm going to do concentrate all firepower, but that's if I can even
Get it.
get it. So see if we get it. 4. That's not it.
Damn, one
God.
more.
Wait.
get a
Because
plus one on anything?
within 8, I get a bonus.
Okay. Yeah, I think you are a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 would have done it. So I got it.
All right.
Fuck.
There you go.
Do you know how fucking hard that shit is? U.S. Constitution, power relays, targeting systems are fucked up right now. So I'm only rolling 3 dice with laser. Yes.
Ooh, damn.
We're gonna keep that
Shit.
going.
You keep telling, you keep on beaming.
Fuck. Only 1. And keep that 1 going. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Keep
Man,
that 1 go.
No.
Keep
Oh.
that 1 going.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, fuck.
Keep that 1 going. Fuck.
Ah,
6.
6 damage.
So I gotta say the beams in this game are the most fun. So 6 total.
Damn.
Yes, sir. My beams are not precise, I don't believe. So let me double check on that. No, but they are double damage, which is going to help out. What's going on here, Babylon? Okay. So when I roll that, all these are hit. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Take 10 damage and 10 crew.
Yeah. So that's 18 damage. And you said 10 crew as well?
Take 10 damage and 10 crew.
So it's 21.
And let's see what these 2 criticals are. 1 is engine and 6 is vital systems.
Oh, shit.
Let's do the 1 first.
Sounds important.
2, power relays destroyed, -1 speed, but no other effects.
Okay. So -3 movement now.
Okay, and then here's to your vital systems. Here's the possibilities. Bridge hit, no special actions. Secondary explosions, reactor implosions, catastrophic explosions, weapons control, and engineering.
That sounds serious.
3,
Ooh.
engineering. That's another -4 to damage and -3 to crew.
Okay. So that's 24 crew and you said -3 damage.
No, -4 to damage and -3 to crew.
Okay, so that's 22 now. And then 24 crew.
And no damage control is permitted this turn.
Okay. Well.
So that was nice.
So now I'm at -22 damage and -24 crew.
We appreciated that. Now we're gonna hit you with our medium pulse cannons.
Oof.
That's 2 hits. And just take 2 to damage and 2 to crew.
24 damage. 26 crew.
What do you have left?
So I'm -24 to damage, which is out of 60. That's
So you're about 1/3 of the way
yeah,
down,
30, yeah.
kind of. Okay, well, I have 2 other ships. So let's go Virginia. But Virginia is the one that took a ton of fucking shit. Thrusters damaged. Ugh, I can't even read my own fucking handwriting. Arbiter's running. So, goddamn, I like the system, but I don't like it when it gets bogged down in the paperwork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
keeping track of all. That's why. So the system is 17 years old. Battlefleet Gothic improved on this, and then Star Wars Legion. So Battlefleet Gothic improved on this, where the special orders are a 6-sided dice. So there's only 6 special orders, and they're very easy to remember, right?
Yeah.
Because these special orders, you don't know how.
Yeah.
You're just
You don't
waiting.
know- yeah, you don't
you
know
just
what it-
ask me, and I tell you,
Yeah.
right? So they fixed that part of it. And then Star Wars Armada does this thing where you draw. It might be X-Wing and Star Wars Armada. For critical damage, you draw cards. And then you place the cards on your ship so you know exactly when to clear it and what it does.
Yeah.
Instead of all the bookkeeping. The card does the bookkeeping for you. So, yeah. I like that. In fact, I could make a modern version of this game where it's like I have a deck of cards for the 5 areas that can get hit. You know what I mean? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you just draw from that, which would make it a little easier. But I'm not really liking the whole damage and crew stuff because it feels
Bogged
unnecessary.
down. Yeah, it's like
an extra thing to have to keep track
Yeah.
of. Because ultimately, we're just talking about simulating the effectiveness of a ship. And they're going one level deeper, saying, well, the dudes inside can die sometimes before, and sometimes the damage outside can happen before, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But I don't really think it brings a lot to the game to keep it in there.
Yeah,
But
I'm having a hard time keeping up with the different criticals. Like,
yeah, me too. Like I've got fucking 4 critical. If you look, let's see. I've got 4 criticals on the EIS Virginia, and I can't read my fucking handwriting.
Yeah.
And then I've got, well, the Prometheus is exploded.
I know I
so
have
no
for
longer
sure.
need-
I know I have 2 damage capacitors for sure.
And then the USS Constitution has power relays, and then this. Now we're getting to, clear some of these at the end of not even the immediate turn. It has to be
Yeah.
the next turn, so that's even
Yeah.
more annoying. That's more bookkeeping that you have to. Oh, I can't
Well, I
can't repair that one that just hit
Yeah.
me
Well, I can't do it at all.
at all because I hit
yeah.
your engineering area, which has all the repair crews. So I love the detailedness, right?
Yeah.
That you can play a little thing in your head like Star Trek where that crew got blown up and shit, but it bogs it down.
Yeah, it does bog it down a bit. It overcomplicates
Yeah.
things.
So I think we're only going to go for a few more minutes here. Let's just try to get through the end of the turn. What do you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my EAS Constitution. Now we're going EAS Virginia, right?
Yep.
And I need to see if I can even hit you.
Butt Cheeks McGuire, thanks for the sub, man. Thanks for
Butt
hanging
Cheeks
out.
McGuire. and this alone is ridiculous.
The
Like
crit.
I did get a 6 so I can hit
Yeah.
you.
Oh, the stealth.
But you know
right.
how fucking hard it
It's
is
for get a 5 or
to get it's like
You get some good rolls though.
it makes me question balance. You can come and play this long ass game because it's long because you have to do bookkeeping
Yeah.
and never fucking hit. Never lock
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I mean, like
You know how
technically,
fucking mad.
yeah. Like the logistics of it's like
Eventually, you just let your ships get crippled and then try the double crew check to slam into the fucker.
if the probability is against you, you're fucked.
Yeah, but if you look at this now, I think because the EAS Virginia locked on, I think we're going to turn the battle right here. Here's my heavy lasers. 3 hits. Another 2. Another 2. We are cutting through him now.
God damn.
Another 2.
Oh, I didn't read the message. Sorry, but
Another 2.
Joe, how about, hey, Joe, want to drink some zombie Ango flesh punch? I have more I can
One.
send on Discord. Thanks for the entertainment, my guy. Yeet. I have no idea what that fucking means.
Zombango flesh punch.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Is that a special drink?
Butt cheeks.
Another 1. And that's where it ends. Oh my God, guys. That was amazing.
God
The
damn.
USS
Dude, that fucking
Virginia,
beam, dude.
That beam.
That fucking beam
that's
just fucking powering through shit.
6. So that's 12. So that's 13 hits. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
God, that's a lot of dice.
That is a lot of dice. And these are all hits, technically.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then you're... See, God, now the system's falling in on itself, in my opinion. So these are all double damage. So you're 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 damage, 20 crew.
God damn. That's fucking...
That's almost another third of your total.
44.
And then that critical hit you in the crew and hit you multiple fires. Give yourself another -3 crew.
So I think I'm at, let me look. So I had 66 minus 43. So I'm 1 away from being disabled on the crew. And then, let's see. Oh shit. And I'm disabled on my damage. I'm at 16 on damage.
So you are now crippled.
Yeah, I'm crippled.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
That was fucking crazy, dog. Those are so many goddamn hits.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But you
Shit.
see how swingy the game is, because it's like 1 beam, you can miss everything.
Yeah.
And 1 beam, you get 12 hits.
Yeah. It's like
The wild variance in that does make for entertaining games where it's like, whoa, but then it
Yeah.
kind of feels bad.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would need that consistency to get a little better.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I were making my own, because I would love to update the game, or play a game that's tighter. And I think that is Battlefleet Gothic, and I think that is Star Wars Armada. But thank you so much, Patrick, to playing this game
Down
again with me down
lane.
memory lane.
Yeah.
And playing this out. But it's not over, because I do have my Omega Texas left, so I'm going to do the
Hey,
Texas. Now, if Texas can lock on, I think it's over.
Jimmy,
see if Texas-
we'll see. You're about to see, Jimmy. So
Texas cannot lock on. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I don't get any lock-ons,
You can't
then
even
I'm
hit.
fucked. And it's just, all that shit. So that was the end of my firing, and you already fired, which pretty much fucked him up and then destroyed him. We go one more turn. You know what? Let's do one more turn.
Okay.
Because I think that, you might be able to turn this. So now
appreciate it,
initiative
Jimmy.
is super important.
Yeah.
You have +4. I have +1.
2 dice. Oh shit.
6, 7. I only rolled a 7. And you rolled a 6, 7, 8, 9 +4. So yeah, you go first. Or you choose to either make me go first in movement, or you go first in movement.
I want to see where you go. Go first.
Okay. I am going to all stop on that. Stop and pivot, because I need to keep you in my front arc. And my starboard arc is out. And I have to do damage control on that to try to get that starboard arc back. Damage control. How did we do damage control again? Do you remember?
You have to roll like a 5 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let's fuck damage control. 9. And remember, all crew is at a 4. 4, 5, 6 can't fix it. All right, next one. These move at 8, so I need to move at least 4. Fuck it. I'll move 4, and I will concentrate all firepower
Uh-oh.
on that one. And in Battlefleet Gothic, that'd be a nice little green dice that says concentrate all firepower. Because it looks like Battlefleet Gothic borrowed that, but just reduced them and made them easier.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. So
Oh, no, I
I
was
did
supposed to
one,
go.
and now
Yeah, I was
you have
supposed
to
to
go.
So I only can move half my thing now, right?
Yeah.
Since I'm disabled or whatever. So that is 8. No, 4.
Yeah.
It's 8.
So you're crippled, and so you go down to 4 movement.
So that is only.
You just want to fly right in between us. That way you can get that
That's all
broadside in. Because you should be able to broadside at least the Constitution. Yeah, you're going to be able to broadside the Constitution.
Alright, yeah, right there. Alright. And then that's it.
Okay, and then instead I'm gonna all ahead stop and pivot with that guy and this guy. Three-inch forward.
Head to head.
And concentrate all firepower.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so these 2 ships have concentrate all firepower. That ship was attempting to do damage control and failed. So now we move on to the fighter movement phase. Well, we were locked in a dogfight over there, so
continue our dogfight.
now it's the dogfight. All right, you remember this, right? It was an even roll.
Yeah. Just 2?
1 die.
1 dice.
5.
6.
Fuck!
Yeah! That's only 1. Yeah, only
I still
one
got
moves.
1 flight
Yeah.
left.
Do we battle that out right now?
No.
No.
So that was the result for that particular thing. Now, what's interesting is we keep forgetting to launch fighters, and what was it at the end of a movement? Then somebody can launch fighters. Then you would have launched a flight, and I would have launched a flight, and you're starting to get the jump on me. So launch a flight because your fighters are just generally better, and I'm only launching 1 flight, and you're launching 1 flight, which is like double the effectiveness. So I'll launch 1 and you launch 1. A ship that has not performed a special action may launch 1 flight. So concentrate all firepower, and then this one I said concentrate all firepower, so I wasn't able to launch that flight. You did not pick a special action, so you could launch a fighter. All right. Now, attack phase. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Yes, I want to go first.
Makes sense, because you're crippled and about to die.
I'm on fire. Okay, so I'm going to do the neutron laser first, right here, going straight ahead.
And then this Hulk drifts forward a little bit.
So that's going to be 8 AD minus the 2 AD, so 6 dice. Let's go.
Now you're firing at who?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead with
Yeah.
the big lasers
Big
against
laser, yeah,
what,
neutron
the
laser.
Texas?
Texas.
Okay.
Texas. All right, so that's 4
You
hits.
need 4s, yeah, on beams.
That's 4
So you
hits.
got 4.
Yep.
Okay.
4 hits.
And re-roll those 4 to see that beam continue cutting.
Ooh.
Beam continues cutting twice, so you're up to 6 hits.
All right, good rolls, good rolls. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, God damn it.
See, you got 6
Fuck,
where I
man.
got 12.
God damn, dude. Fuck.
Yeah. All right, so roll
Shit.
6 hits. Now you do have precise and double damage.
All right, here we go.
So those 1s would have fucked you, but they don't because of
Yep,
your
plus.
advanced Mimbari technology. That 5 is a crit, so you got 1 crit and 6 hits. 6 times 2, because double damage. That's 12 damage to my damage and 12 damage to my crew. And 1 critical. Roll it. Let's see where it goes. That
2.
goes to my engine, and roll again. And that is to my power relays, -1 speed and nothing else.
God damn, dude. Fucking all these 2s and 1s.
Yeah.
Whew. Not
So, just to let you know, my hull on Texas, you did 12. My hull is 48, so you got it down to 36. So, I'd say an average hit, maybe slightly below average, slightly average. All right.
Wah, wah, wah.
Do you have any mini beams in
I,
your front arc?
I do. I have, yeah. Front mini
You know what?
beam,
I think
8.
last turn you forgot
I
about your
forgot
mini
about
beams front arc.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. I was like, yeah.
Okay, let's do mini beams front arc against Virginia, just to be fair.
Okay.
So this is from last turn. Because I remember you doing your fusion beams or the
Right.
big ones
Yeah.
against Virginia, but then
And then,
but
I
then
went
you
on to
switched to the
Texas.
port.
Yeah.
No, you switched
Oh,
to Prometheus
yeah,
to finish
Prometheus
them
to
off.
finish. Yeah, that's right. I was 2.
So yeah, let's finish off the turn 2's attack against Virginia
All right, so
or
that's
Constitution.
the front arc. That's 8 mini beam.
It would have
that's
been 6,
6,
right?
yeah.
6 dice.
Ugh,
Only 1 hit from the mini beam.
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. It's just about. And mini beams don't continue cutting, so
Yeah, that's it.
let's see where it
Or
ends
where it
up on
hits,
this
yeah.
shit.
4.
Okay, solid hit. So that's only 1 additional damage on the Constitution. We're being fair.
Yeah.
All right, now it's this turn. So you did your main beams.
we'll do the
Now
mini beam again.
front arc mini beam. Who are you
Yeah.
doing against Texas or?
Texas, yeah.
Okay, Texas.
Let's keep it going on Texas.
Mini beams on Texas, a little better, 4 hits.
A little bit.
See if you can get a crit. You did get a crit, but you also got a miss. So
Yeah.
that's 3 damage and 3 crew on Texas. So that goes to -15, and roll for me.
3.
No, you're just rolling 1 because you got a crit.
This is for the 1 crit. 2.
That goes to the engine again. And what else? What is it? It is
2 again.
Another -1 speed. I'm at -2 speed.
Fucking, jeez. Dog, you even weighted dice? What's fucking what's going on here?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
So I can definitely.
Yeah,
get
you
the
could
Virginia.
go Starboard Virginia
Yeah.
or Starboard Constitution.
Oh, is that Constitution? Okay.
Yeah, it's the Constitution.
Constitution.
So
and
6
that's
dice
6
mini
again.
beams.
Yeah. All right. Fucking
2 hits.
2 hits.
Hey, crit.
Hey, there you go. So Roll for the crit.
But so far, your crits have been shit as
Yeah.
well. Let's see if you can get a good crit. 3
3.
is a reactor.
Okay, that's a little.
You want to go high there.
Yeah, there we go. 4.
4. Reactor, that is power feedback. -1, -1, so not that great.
Nah, wah, wah, wah.
All right.
That's it for me.
That's it for that turn. And just kind of give you an idea of how you're doing. The damage on these guys are 28. You've got that one down to 20, and you've got this one down to 16. So half health on this, 1/3 health on that. The Texas, you've got down to a third, 2/3. He's got 2/3 health left, and now all of them are about to pour into you. Now, but the thing is,
stealth.
it's Mimbari.
Yeah,
So
the
the
stealth
stealth
is
is the issue. If this was any other force, this
I'd
game
be
would be
wiped out.
would be over quicker. So we're gonna lock on. We're gonna try locking on with the top Hyperion cruiser. That's the EAS Constitution. Constitution was unable to lock on. Locking on with the EAS Virginia on the right flank. The Virginia unable to lock on. The USS Texas. We're just gonna say USS. Fuck it. Locking on. Lock
Hey,
on.
there it is.
Okay.
Woo.
Well, before we do that, I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Suspense. Suspenseful. Yeah, I definitely feel like I have taken the title of low roll Pat is definitely the theme for me tonight. Oh man, it's just, sometimes you have one of those nights or days, wherever, mornings, wherever y'all are at. Gallant Tempest, dude, I've been trying to do my best to get here during the weekend because I've been having a blast doing the tabletops and trying, even though I've been taking a lot of L's and I got a dub last week with my sister. I don't know if y'all watched that one, but it's awesome playing all these different board games and hanging out with y'all. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I can say I at least took down one ship, so I did some destruction, which is good, we'll see what he what he comes up with. He fires at me. I'm not very hopeful for this round, but we're just having fun, just for the lulz. I gotta remember to set my fantasy for tomorrow. I actually am in first place, and I'm playing the guy that's in second place this week. So if I lose this week, I get knocked down to at least second place. But I got Nick Chubb back this week, so I'm hopeful. Jimmy, how you doing on your fantasy? Shit. Oh man, Ezekiel Elliott might not be out on the Cowboys tomorrow. Fuck. But you know what, man? Tony Pollard way better than Zeke, I think. Fucking need to let go of Zeke. Oh, Scarlett, you joined at the perfect time. I'm about to be obliterated. I took out one ship. We got one ship. I got right there. I know. I have been pretty much just working. Like Thanksgiving for this time, like for me is just it's like less than 2 weeks away. It's just this has been like it's been pretty much all work for me all week. And then coming home and immediately going to sleep. But I know I said last weekend, but hopefully this weekend. Really depends on how my Cowboys play tomorrow, because I'll either be very happy or very upset. So, and yeah, AJ has left us in like suspense because he's about to come back and roll to see if I get obliterated or not. So we're about to find out. So oh, there he is. Speaking of,
Hey,
there he is. All right. So
Okay. So yeah. This was
the roll.
turn 3.
Yeah, you just broke my stealth. You
And
targeted
now
me.
Texas actually got a lock on, which was
Texas.
amazing. Texas currently only has 2 power relays destroyed, so it's -2 speed, but that doesn't matter towards his firepower. So we're going heavy laser cannon with 6 dice, beam, double damage. So we can potentially
my
destroy the
Right
Mimbari
now.
right here.
Ah, no!
No way!
Ooh. How do you
Texas! Fight! Texas! Fight!
No!
We're gonna get revenge.
I was
So
just
that's
saying, I was like,
all
I'm not gonna get
6.
obliterated, and then I just got obliterated.
All right, so that beam continues to cut. So basically, whenever you
just
get
keep
a
on
hit,
going.
the beam keeps going, and you re-roll. So the 4s are hitting. So there's 4 more.
Texas forever.
So we're at 10 hits and re-rolling these 4. Oh, the beam's starting to drop off now.
One more.
We've got
Or 2.
only 1 more. And this beam continues to go, and the beam stops. So you're looking at fucking 11.
11.
Let's see. No, don't write anything.
Oh yeah.
That's
You
11
you're
dice.
still going, yeah, right.
4, 6,
I'm here thinking I have
7,
a
8, 9,
chance.
10, 11. 11 dice. 2 miss. 2 crits. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 damage. So take 18 damage and 18 crew, and then we'll resolve these 2 criticals if you're still alive.
62. I'm dead.
You're dead? What
40.
hit 0?
Damage, I was at 44. You did 18 damage. At 62, I had 60 damage.
Hey!
Oh!
The determined artist, say AJ. If you had your own spaceship fleet in real life or in a video game, what? I would gladly be your general. Hell yeah, boy. So we got it. The Texas came in. Let's get a close-up of this shit. Yeah, fucking Texas came in.
Oof. Damn, boy.
Destroyed that ship.
Blew me to smithereens.
All right. That's gonna be it.
Hell no.
Now the fucking on turn
Oh,
4, the Mimbari jump in. You got another Mimbari ship that jumps in.
Day
But
late,
then
dollar short.
we had 2 more of our ships were supposed to jump in. But again, by then it's over.
Oh man.
All right. So what did you think of Babylon 5: A Call to Arms?
I thought it was fun. It was definitely
Yeah.
a lot of action, but also seemed to be like, I don't know. It was just like all or nothing. It was like, it was like
Like we're trading haymakers.
yeah.
And it's like you're a little bit kind of suspect on the balance. Are we
Yeah.
are we good?
Yeah. And then I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like when I'm rolling, I'm like, I don't know what I'm rolling for when I'm hitting crits. Like I'm like, what do I want? It's like, oh, I hit roll a 2. Is that good? And,
Yeah, well, the higher the roll on the crit, the
better, yeah,
better,
yeah.
usually, yeah. But I gotta say, I actually had fun.
I did
And
too.
I remember that the game is fun. Now, this is a 17-year-old game, so you can kind of tell because of the bookkeeping.
Yeah,
So
the bookkeeping is what really bogged it down for me.
yeah, the bookkeeping bogs it down, but damn, if I could fucking update this game. See, this is a 2nd edition. I was actually a contributor. I have my name in this book right here.
Yeah. That clout, boy.
Right here.
Look at that. They don't know about Joey.
They don't know about Joey. That's what they used to call me. In this, so if I'd make a 3rd edition of this, or do a fan 3rd edition, I would definitely clean up some of the fucking bookkeeping.
Yeah.
So what does it boil down to, essentially? Well, the fact that you're keeping track of not only damage, but also crew on a ship. And each of these ships can go up to like 60 health points and 48 crew,
Yeah.
So that's very difficult to keep track of.
And all the different crit, like all the different, like.
So what I would do is I would more abstract it to take the values down, like say 10 would be your highest rather than 60.
Yeah.
And then just make it harder to hit, and so that we can have more turns like outmaneuvering each other, and when a hit does happen, then it's meaningful and impactful.
Yeah, I feel like the movement wasn't a very big factor because we're just like we just want to like be clashing the whole time.
Yeah, because we basically that was kind of because of the scenario that we were doing that narrative thing where you might as well just stay in place and hit with all of your weapon systems.
Started that way.
Yeah,
so
but normally we would start across the table from each other and take pot shots at each other. So that would have worked itself out. But still, the damage / crew, numbers that I have to keep track of. So you see here, I had -4, then I went to -8, then I went to -17, -20, 21. He was pot shotting me until I got to -26, which my total was 28. And when I got down to 6, I'd be crippled. Same thing for my crew. I was monitoring my crew. It's like this, I think, is a little unnecessary. So I would abstract that. Then the second thing I would abstract is I love the granularity of, okay, when you get a crit, it goes on a chart, and you have 5 different places that you can hit. But on each one, you can have 4 different places. In this one, 4, 4, 4, 6. So
and you have to keep track of all that.
4
to repair
times 4, 12, plus another 6. There's like 20 different things that can happen on a crit, and you have a table. Nah, that needs to be taken care of by cards or something like that, or just a generic crit hit.
Yeah, it has to be easier to track.
Easier to track. And once you clean those 2 things up, then you really, really, really have a hit. Like this is one of my favorite games, kind of thing.
This is my first time playing it, and I jumped in and I started,
right,
getting into it.
So the bones are good, and it's all there, but the demands of tabletop gaming have changed in a decade, almost 2 decades later. And so you do that, and it fixes it. Now, there are 2 games that already do that, and that would be Battlefleet Gothic, which I've told you about before, and then Star Wars Armada. So those two games kind of fill this game's sort of slot right now in current tabletop. But I still pay respect to this one.
I think it aged incredibly well.
Aged incredibly well, and it has a badass fucking campaign system to it. And remember, like, all ships have crew on
And
them,
your
and
crew
crew
can
can get
level
better and can level and stuff. And just the universe is just so wonderful in Babylon 5. It's you know, here's the galactic map. You could do campaigns on it and everything. So I love Babylon 5. I miss it. It's very nostalgic for me.
Yeah, I
So-
think I'm gonna have to give it a watch now, man. Like I feel
I
like
think
I'm
you
missing
should.
out with like chat. Everybody's all into the lore, and I'm
You
like,
definitely should.
Yeah.
Now it's 5 seasons. I forget how many episodes are within each season. Chat, can you give me a ballpark how many episodes are in the season? And if you can't do that, then I bare minimum recommend to you one of the made-for-TV movies.
I
and
think
that
it's
one
on
would
HBO
be-
Max is what I was looking.
I think
at.
so.
Yeah.
So that would be
22.
I would look, so about 22 times 5, you're looking at 100 something episodes. But I would watch Babylon 5 in the beginning. That's the little made for TV movie. And if that is good, because that's only like an hour and 30 minutes. And if that is good enough, then you jump into season 1.
Okay. Yeah, HBO Max.
All right, guys. That's going to be it for this particular one. Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.
Later, y'all.